All right, guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. It's Vampire Coast time, baby. We're going to be trying to hail the mighty here and have some fun, get some gunpowder going, some zombies shambling across on them objectives. And let's get this tourney started. So we got 1 minute till we start, so I'll be generating the brackets here in just a moment. But today we're going to be playing Vampire Coast the entire time. It is a single faction tournament, so players will be playing the one faction they declare. And let me see if there's anything going on in the old Discord. Looks like we're good. How you guys doing, by the way? Life treating you well? Yeah, Scurvy Dogs definitely maxed out in every build. They're very good. Not that their stats are insane or anything, but they are just having an unbreakable unit that's fast is really helpful when all of your stuff is very slow, right? Yeah, very, very good. All right, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. We take our loot, but we don't grow old. Yeah, basically. So Lamprey's Revenge, Deckhand Mobs, couple Depth Guard will probably be standards. Animated Hulks are still pretty good at 500, I think, in terms of like what they can get done. They hit hard, and yeah, their staying power isn't terrible. Maybe a little bit of Luther Harkin too. I mean, Celestra is probably, and Noctilus would probably be the most meta picks, but yeah, Luther is so cool. Could you bring him on foot and have him be viable if you just bring like the Hunger and Slan Gold? He's only 1,000 gold if you do that, and he's a pretty respectable fighter. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff unexplored with these bad boys. That's for sure. Yeah, Vampire Coast are considered to be kind of on the lower end, probably in the bottom 3 factions. There's a couple really good players who play them occasionally, namely Scrambled Egg Special. You've seen him in some of the Chaos Clash Championships, and oh, did I update that, by the way? I don't know if I did. He's an extremely good player, though, extremely good. So he's playing them today, too, and he practices them a lot. So if Vampire Coast has a chance of making top 4, it'd likely be from him. I haven't played Vampire Coast in ages. Yeah, the Lumber Ships. Yeah, we're going to see. Today we're letting the Empire play. So the only faction that's banned outright is Kislev. But Tzeentch can be played. They just can't use Soul Grinders. Empire can play, but they can only use a combination of one Landship and or Steam Tank. So that's pretty much it. But it's cool. You know, the Empire, I want to get more data on them as a faction and see if just one Landship is that egregious, which it might be. So we'll see what the top 4 looks like. Because today is going to be a really good test because we have a ton of really good players. I don't know if any of them are playing Empire, but yeah, we'll find out. The Fleet Captain's good. He can bring an item that gives you a ton of Winds of Magic, so oftentimes he is going to be a very common pick as well. All right, so I think we're about ready. It's 1:31. So let's generate the old brackets, baby. Let's do it. Looks like everybody's checked in more or less. Yes, a couple people didn't check in, but it's been a couple minutes now, so we're going to generate the brackets, and here we go. All right, all right. I'm on Skaven, so you won't be seeing... Dude, I know. Well, Pwn and I should have a Battle of the Pits. That would be a truly epic duel. All right, so we got our first one. We're going to be playing Grombrindle again. Oh my god, no, he's on Dwarves. Anakin, I'm too weak. I have to play the Dwarves. Oh god, Dwarves already wreck Vampire Coast so hard. All right, so yeah, we're playing a top-tier Dwarf player here. And we're on Vampire Coast against his Dowie. And he has new Slayers, too, which are going to be very scary. Okay, so we got Grombrindle, and perfect. This is one way to dive into the pits in the first game. All right. So we are live. Tourney is live. Live matchups on site. All right, so just letting the players know. So we do have map bans today, which is kind of cool. So the players will methodically pick and ban maps. So what do we got? Borderlow Landing, and who is the player 1 here in this situation? Let me scroll here. So I will ban the first one. Okay. So I'm going to be taking a look at the maps here. Let's see what we got. Maps. All right. So got to do these real quick. And we're about to get karate chopped by the dwarves, which is going to be great fun. All right. Round 1 is Itza, Borderlow Landing. Okay. I definitely don't want to play Itza against the dwarves, because that's going to be awful, so I'm banning Itza. And then Grombrindle will pick if we play on either Borderlow Landing or Proving Grounds, both of which are fine. Proving Grounds is pretty bad for shooting, but it's yeah, overall it's a decent little melee grind map, so you can use like Animated Hulks and Depth Guard and things like that. So we'll see what he decides. So doing our map bans right now. Definitely cannot have Itza be played against dwarves. Badger, thank you for the 20. Yeah, Archer, thank you as well. You guys coming hard out of the gates here. Quad bloats. Yeah, the bloats against dwarves. The problem is they usually use like infantry that cost around the same as a bloat, so you have to have a perfect connections. Okay, so we're playing on Borderlow Landing. All right, that's actually good. So that's like very much like a shooting map. So we're going to be firing it off here. So we're going to go on Borderlow Landing. You can see we have the awesome Vampire Coast background, which is amazing. Anything cool come out from the hotfix? Yeah, we'll go over in between games. We're going to go over the patch notes and all that. So yeah, how do I want to play this? Noctilus is okay. I could. This is an opportunity to really use like some heavy duty memeage. All right, we're gonna try and win it though. We're not gonna meme too hard. We might bring some unorthodox picks, but we want to have a decent chance, right? We don't want to just get karate chopped. So yeah, I'm trying to think how you actually beat the dwarves here. You know, I'm trying to figure it out. Okay, so we got a little bit of you. Now, Solastra probably is actually an option. She's very cheap. You can bring her just on foot here if you want to. Still 1,000 gold, though. Do you need healing? Is that important here against the Dowie? Tough choices, man. Tough choices. All right, so let's get you guys. And, yeah, Lamprey's Revenge against Dwarves is kind of cute, but they have a lot of good shooting. So it's going to be tough. Oh, the Screenslaver, yeah. I mean, Grombriddle would never stream side me. I've known him forever, but just for this, just to be careful, we'll do that. A Depth Guard rush. Depth Guard are okay against dwarves. They do downtrade into a lot of things, which is Trixie Hobbitses. On top of that, we can get a couple of these. I think it's fine. Queen Bessie would be funny, but also very vulnerable against cannons. I don't really know how you could get away with that here. Yeah, that's the problem. Dwarven cannons could do some serious work against old Queen Bessie. If it were on a different map, maybe so, but here, not going to be the case. The dreaded blocker, fear it, dude. Fear the blocker, yeah. So Solastra's spells, I don't know if any of her magic is particularly good. Vangeist's Revenge does do a lot of damage. Kraken's Pull also isn't terrible. So maybe we just go that route. Did I miss something, Ninja? Let me scroll up. Hey, Ninja. Thank you. Sorry I missed that. Hey, Turin, thanks for the content. Appreciate the dedication. Anyone playing Khorne today? Yeah, I saw 2 Khorne players sign up. There are 2 Khorne players, which... Khorne is actually probably better than Vampire Coast, honestly. Khorne's been doing reasonably well, which is cool to see. I'm very, very happy to see it. And these guys are pretty beast mode. So let's get 2 of those, and then some of these. And then we're going to have a little bit of fun for you guys. Going to have a little bit of fun here, a little razzle dazzle. Okay, and then we need to get this. We're almost about ready. I wonder if he's going to go like Cannon City. Probably not. Probably not going to go cannons. Yes. Cut you, and then we need to mix in a couple of elites. I wonder if like the polearms variant is worth it, and if you're like thinking about Depth Guard. Yeah, Kraken's Pull is a cute idea. It definitely is. But I think we just go for you in reserve. All right. So we're working it out, ladies and gentlemen. We're working it out. Yeah, we want you. Let's cut this. What does it even do? Allies in range. Effect range is... Okay, so it's pretty big. Cut that down. Yeah, it's worth the 100 gold. Berserk has not been playing in the tournaments too much, to my understanding. I haven't seen him around too much. I think I've seen him playing maybe 2 or so, but yeah, not as much as you would think. So we'll get you guys, and Lamprey's Revenge against Dowie are a little bit vulnerable against Slayers. You know, Slayers are going to be pretty prevalent, so you're going to run into those issues quite a bit. Obviously, we do need bats. Bats are going to be pretty colossal in terms of importance. So you're going to want to mix in a couple of those battos, because bats are very good for disrupting missiles and also artillery, among other things like that. Capture weight's a little bit tricksy with this. A little bit tricksy, to say the least. So we'll get 1 of these, and bomber mobs I'm not a huge enjoyer of here. So I think we do this, and then we throw in another 1 of you. All right, I'm liking this build. Ultimately, I think it's all right. It'll do, pig, you know, it'll do. Probably cut that, and we need to get 1 more of these. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious how he's gonna approach this. Curious how he's gonna approach it, but yeah, we got chances. Grombrindle's a very good dwarf player though, and dwarves already counter coast a little bit. So we're gonna have to make the magic happen, you know. Are you talking about what's his name's buffs? Eltharion? Yeah, Eltharian's buffs are great. He's pretty good. I still think High Elves are on the weaker end of the spectrum, but High Elves can definitely win an SFT. Like, we've had High Elves make let me see here 1 second. Yeah, we've had High Elves make top 4 of 2 SFTs recently, which is making top 4 alone is a pretty big achievement for a faction. And this entire season, I do not believe we've ever seen Vampire Coast make top 4, despite a really good player maining them and playing them all the time. So I think High Elves are probably a bit stronger than Coast overall in terms of their capabilities. Has Coast gunpowder fallen off? It's not bad. It's not. That's not their issue. Coast can sit back and value trade just fine, but the biggest issue for them in Dom is their objective capabilities. Honestly, if you buffed deckhand mobs up to 28 speed, that's actually a good idea. They should really just buff their infantry to up to 28 speed, because currently that's what used to happen to Nurgle. When Warhammer 3 first came out, Nurgle was awful because Plague Bearers had 23 speed and their infantry had like 28 speed. But then Creative Assembly, based on our recommendations, buffed Plague Bearers and Marauders speed, and suddenly Nurgle becomes more viable, right? That's the thing. That's why Coast is a little bit better in land battle than they are here. But we could still win for sure. I mean, if we get some really good, you know, builds in here and maybe find some sneaky tricks. Remember the screen protection? You know you want me to forget it. You know you want me to forget it. I brought a special treat for all of you guys though, by the way. Checking here to see if there's any issues. It doesn't look like it. Nope, looks like we're good. I wonder how many Empire players we had sign up today. Chaos Dwarves, Beastmen. Okay, Serkia is going Empire, and Serkia is really good, so that'll be a test of the sweat. Yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. We got some orcs in here. We got several corn. We have Leech Lord playing High Elves or Wood Elves? It looks like Wood Elves. Okay. We have Subutai playing the Empire. Cool. Today I wanted to mainly test out landships, so I'm allowing one landship to be played. So, but you can't bring a landship and a steam tank. You'd have to choose. It's like one super heavy unit, basically. Did I bring a bloated? You know what? I might have brought a bloated. I maybe did. God, that's going to be so funny if we can make it work, too. Oh, my God. I'm going to be so happy. Let the crabs feast. Did I bring any crabs? I don't think I brought any crabs. Animated Hulks. You know who I'm actually a big enjoyer of in this matchup is Depth Guard. Depth Guard are really nice against... They wreck Slayers super hard, and they also trade... Hammerers will beat them, but aside from that, they'll trade very well into most of the other tools. Yeah. Eltharion used to be Batman Elf. Now he is Batman, yeah. Good luck, have fun with the bloats. I did bring a single bloated Chad in the build, yeah. I think there was one. 2 would be too much. Dwarves are at least are slow, and they can get nailed by it, you know. So we can play some funny shenanigans with that. Oh man, I screwed up my build a little bit. I should have gone with some mobility out of the gates to grab objectives quickly. I don't have that. Yeah. I mean, I guess I have a Scurvy Dog, so that could work, but I'm still holding on to hope they give us a Vampire. Oh no, Vampire Coast probably. I don't know. Would they ever get an update? I don't think so. Vampire Coasts would maybe like an FLC. I don't see them getting a full DLC, but I can see Vampire Coast getting a an update with like an undead update. So in vampire counts, like you get Nagash and that whole thing added to the game, which is for sure going to happen eventually. I can see them like throwing a bone to Vampire Coast and Tomb Kings and giving them like Tomb Kings. Who would you give them? You give them Tomb Swarms. You could do the Prince guy, the Scarab Prince. What's his name? Oh God, Apophis. You could do like Apophis. You could do because the thing they're missing, yeah, Apophis, Tomb Swarms. What else is missing? There's a couple. I think there's like 1 or 2 other units that are missing from the original Tomb Kings roster. He doesn't play any more cookies now. Yeah, he's abandoned us. We need a Johnny Depp FLC. That's right. Yeah, we need. I mean, you basically already have him. You have Luther Harkin, so close enough, right? The dreaded load time here is pretty intense. Hopefully, homie actually loads in. Grombrindle's always like this, though. When you play with him, it's a good connection once he loads in, but it just takes a long time to load in. So hopefully, he'll get into the match here. Coast needs a new legendary spellcaster. Bloat Lord. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like a bloated corpse lord. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, I'm trying to think whatever Coast is missing. I mean, Coast, we don't really know. Coast, they could just add whatever they want. Like, they made up a bunch of stuff for Vampire Coast as well. Checking to see if my opponent DC'd. Nope, he's loaded in. All right, we should be good here. Should be good. Yeah, but I see Coast and Tomb Kings getting like FLCs. I would be surprised if they got like a full DLC. Alright, so our build is going to be very centered around Jet Gunners. I think they're very good against Dwarves. Glass Cannons, but Dwarves don't have tools to like dive them super well. The only thing maybe would stress me out would be like some artillery. Like some, what's it called? Okay, let's do this, let's do this. Like cannons would hurt against these guys as well. But they pack quite a punch for sure. Slayers are a little bit scary, so we're going to do a secondary row like this. And then we can get a depth guard kind of guarding back here. Very good. Homie is going to shamble over to the side objective, so we're just going to put him here and march him over. We got Celestra. She's not going to be our caster. We have a caster in reserve with Invocation. She's just going to be there because she's an armor-piercing fighter, and she has the summon, which is really powerful. This bloat is going to be running up the side towards his back objective, and then we got Shade Wraith Gunners really, really deep set here as well. So we're going really in on the shooting, and we're going to see if it actually works. We might just get a karate chopped here, but, you know, we're going to give it a good college try. Here's our actual caster. But Celestra is just going to be summoning the Knights and being an armor-piercing, terror-causing unit. So, good luck, have fun to my opponent. I just need to wait till the battle starts and then move the bloat into the trees. We're going to ambush his back objective with it, maybe. We're going to make a try, that's for sure. Alright. Come on. He's got a pretty wide army. Yeah, 13. I mean, my army is super wide, right? I don't know if these deck gunners are going to be able to get it done, though. I could get rushed down. If he goes like Slayer Rush or something, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. Okay. Let's do this. Have you get into the trees. You know, the natural habitat of the bloat is the tree line, so yeah, that's what's going to happen here. Celestra is there to shut down missiles. She just summons the cavalry on top of them, basically. And let's get you guys, run up, and grab the objective initially. Start harassing a little bit. We got these zombies heading over there, and oh, Ekron's Miners. All right, then, that's pretty cheeky. So let's immediately grab one of you, put you in group 3 over here, and just have you help out with those Ekron's Miners, which are going to blasting charge our back point, and we can attack them with bats or any number of things, right? So let's get you doggos up to the middle point. Celostra's going to head over there as well, and yeah, we might need to call in an animated Hulk to deal with that, so we're going to move the animated Hulk over there too. Alright, so the bloat is hidden in the trees. Secret Agent Bloat is underway. And we see a Demon Slayer, a bunch of Dwarf Warriors. Nothing out of the ordinary, to be honest. Looking fine. So we do this, we get you there, and then the animated Hulks are going to cruise across. And yeah, we just kind of keep moving up. Keep moving, moving, moving. Alright, so let's get you right behind here, like so. So they're going to form ranks and be hidden. So it's going to be extra sneaky. And then we can go ahead and get a Scurvy Dog coming up in the trees here. And they're gonna back up that essentially. So what do we have? Gyrocopters with brimstone guns. Okay. And then the Hulks should get there soon. So that objective, unfortunately, the dwarves are gonna get there in time and stop me. Yeah, well played. Sneaky, sneaky. They had a little something, something there too. All right, so the deck gunners are gonna move up. So we're gonna get you here, get these Scurvy Dogs back, and get you up and you up here, and you Shade Gunners up there too. All right, so we just need to get that Daka going. We should be able to get this. The back objective is gonna be captured here. Let's get these dogs running up this way. And Celestra needs to watch out. We got a Demon Slayer and Garagrim Iron Fist. So we don't really have like the best tools for those characters. Granted, Depth Guard can kill them. So that's going to be potentially very nice. All right, so let's get you here. And get you shooting. We can just shoot at, you know, Garagrim or even the Demon Slayer for now. And then you can start shooting at the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass here. Let's do this. Zombie's going to cruise up. And we're going to go get Celestra ready to party. So we've moved up here. We've moved up here. And in the back, we're just going to call in maybe Mourngulls or something. But yeah, we just want to get Depth Guard on top of those 2 units and just go from there. All right, so Shade Wraith Gunners also going to start unleashing on these. No problem. Celestra is going to get her Knights around there. And the Scurvy Dogs have chilled up on the point. And we're going to get the Bloats heading there in just a second. Try and ninja that back point, basically, is going to be our play. All right, so they're taking a little bit of damage. Let's get Celestra up there and get ready to drop the Knights if we can. And in the backfield, we can call in the Terrors and the Knight. The Mourngul Arwar and have them go after these guys. All right, great. So we're going to cruise. We have the gyrocopters coming in, so let's get one of you guys shooting at the gyrocopters here, and you shoot at the gyrocopters here too. From here, we drop the Knights Errant, so we're going to do that and just keep waddling away. Depth Guard can pull back and be a sweeper unit, so we're just going to drop that, and now these Knights can move in and just start penetrating in to the Rangers, and cool. So we got the dogs here, so we're going to get the bloat popping out of the bushes and have you hide back here. Looking good. So we get in there, and now let's go through here and just dive on all these units, if possible. Very good. And yeah, we almost got the gyrocopter down. Let's get these halberds back. Boom and boom. And have you guys start wasting into those. All right, so we got the bloat popping out of the bushes. I don't know if he's going to make it, but we're going to get these 2 doggos to jump on the corridors here. Let's get the bloat back. Oh, bloat needs to juke. He needs to juke pretty hard here. So we got the back point, and I think we're pretty safe against the ambushing here. Shooting firepower is going pretty well, and yeah, we do get that down very, very hard, which is outstanding, so cool. How are the Knights Errant doing? Yeah, they're doing pretty good too. And the bloat is going to hunt these archers down, so that's looking pretty good for us. We get the animated hulks shooting well, and now let's get just the big boys coming up. All right, it's hulking time. So Salastra is going to go just help out in combat. We probably want to call in a caster here at some point. He gets a cannon, which is a wild choice. We'll send a Fellbat over there to go deal with that. So let's go get the Fellbat to go after the cannon. And yeah, they're getting some shots into my Jack Gunners, but nothing too bad. Nothing we can't, you know, deal with here. All right, so let's get you and you to shoot these guys and get these halberds to move up as well. Looking fine. And Depth Guard need to go after those Slayers. And outstanding. All right, so we've gotten dude, look at the dreaded bloat cap here. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's get these guys away right now because we don't want to get bloated by our own bloat. We're going to get on the back objective, and the bats are going straight for the cannon. Sloster's just going to kind of run away here. We'll call in our caster soon. There will come a time. And you guys move up and get the Depth Guard in there. And yeah, we need to get our healer. We need to be using our Winds of Magic, so that's going to be pretty big. I don't think there's anything going on in the back objective. He's just kind of threatening it. And the bloat is going. There goes my bloat. Oh! Get there. You got Willem Dafoe. All right, so we're going to just call in Morngulls here and then get back into the trees, basically. All right, so now we have time to play. We have a little bit of time to play here. Definitely going to need my caster here soon-ish. These gunners, let's just waste into these Dwarf Warriors here. You guys keep shooting where you can. The Depth Guard are grinding well. Let's get them into the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass and get Salastra in there to fight with the Hulks. Bats are on the cannon, and we can call in the animated Hulks, I think. Yeah, the back objective is being contested there, but yeah, I really, really got to save up for my caster now to make sure I'm taking advantage of my healing. Unless we're trying to beat this guy with no wizard. But the fact that we got his back objective is really good, so we're just going to park up on the point right now to make sure he doesn't capture it. And just keep this firepower shooting into the boys. All right, let's get you shooting here, you shooting here. You shoot into this guy. We took his cannon offline, which is pretty massive. It's not really trying anything on the flanks. Depth Guard needs some healing, though. It's very potato that I don't have healing for them, so... yeah, it's too bad. We are ninjing the objective here. I think Morngulls are on their way over soon. Yeah, very soon. Depth Guard are doing a lot of damage against Garagrim, which I love to see. And you guys can go and waste those. You know, just keep shooting those Longbeards. Those guys will handle it, no problem. And cool. Yeah, Depth Guard are doing good, though. They're getting Garagrim down very low. But how the hell is Salastra dying so hard? My God. Oh, those are Doomseekers. Oh, shit. Okay, that might be a throw right there if I let Salastra die. All right, so let's get our caster out so we can start healing some shit. And Slaster's probably dead. Yeah, I just maybe threw right there. I didn't know those were Doomseekers. You know, they're a new thing on the roster. We're not used to them yet. So let's get you guys back in the trees. We lost Salastra, but it's all good. We'll hang in there like champs, hopefully. Can we reach you? Not quite yet. So we're just getting a lot of Jack Gunner firepower. The score is pretty close. Let's get on the Slayers here, and we want to shoot those Doomseekers if we can. The Fellbats are all up there. Yeah, I might have thrown with letting Salastra get karate chop there. That was very brave Bronzodia of us. All right, so we can take this deckhand mob to the middle. We don't need them like all back there to defend. We're getting a lot of shooting here. And is there anything left to heal there? Not really. I mean, this is where you run into problems with Vampire Coast because we're so slow. You know, and I'll have to resummon Salastra, which will actually be very good. All right. So shoot those Doomseekers. Shoot the Doomseekers. Yeah, just keep blasting them into the Shadow Realm. We'll move some zombies up. You know, he does have the objective advantage. I have all these guys. Yeah, we can kind of creep over here. Get those Morngulls out there, too. And we just need to accrue value now. So we're going to move our caster up here. And the dwarves are retreating, which is weird. Salastra will be free to summon again in a moment, which is going to be very good. So let's get the Morngulls out onto the blasting charges and keep the doggos, like, lurking. And then we need to, like, grab that back objective from him again. And just keep wasting as much, you know, firepower as we can into these bad boys. Yeah, do this. And you guys shoot there. And you guys shoot here. You guys shoot here. And on the back objective, I think we're good. Ekron's Miners are just kind of chilling out there to keep me honest. And cool. So we're going to do a little bit of flanking here. We got you coming up. Salastra is going to be resummoned in a second. We'll use the Knights to do a little something. And yeah, he's getting shot pretty hard. His army's very tattered, so the Morngulls do get in. And now we can go ahead and... Ooh, Grudge Rakers, that's right. All right, so let's call you guys around the top. They were hiding in the trees, very sneaky. And we need to get you guys here and Salastra to come out too. All right, so Salastra's on her way back. Let's get you guys to shoot the Brimstone. And you doggos can collapse on the Grudge Rakers right there. Cool, so hopefully we can actually kill them. I don't know if we'll be able to, but yeah. Shooting's still going well. We got several capture weight units coming up. And the dwarves are getting nailed off this point. When Celostra gets there, we should be able to call in the Knights Errant summon. Not the Knights Errant, but the regular summon, excuse me. And hopefully do well. Gyrocopter's running. Let's get you guys up. You guys can keep shooting here. We got the 2 zombies there to party. Longbeards are getting nailed. Deck Gunners are getting a ton of damage, but I'm kind of getting in a situation where I'm running out of time a little bit. You know, it could get a little bit dodgy here. I think a Depth Guard unit for sustained fighting would be very nice. Alright, so let's get this. And we have healing now, so we're going to go ahead and do a little taunting. Sloster's going to run up. Deck Gunners, what can we shoot? Let's blast these guys. And you guys can just go ahead and shoot them on the side like so. So zombies and Celostra is going to be there on the side. We do have a little bit of ninja action, so we need to get some scurvy dogs over there stat. So we're going to get you guys and get some of these dudes here too. All right, it's going to take a minute, but they should be able to get there in time. These are Slayers, so the sneaky Slayers have done it. And cool, so now we're up in the middle, we're pushing well. I think we call in the damn Knights Errant. We need to get you guys moving up here. Shade Wraith Gunners need to shoot at these guys, and you shoot at this as well. Good, so now we have the capture weight back, but we're kind of running out of time to really get the captures going. That's my one concern here. The Joggos do make it up on the point and do start doing some damage against the Slayers. But it's going to take a minute. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Let's get some bats over there. We're kind of desperate to hold that point, really. All right, so we do steal the middle point really quickly, and then the damn Knights Errant are going to just overrun into the back. So we're going to just go hard onto the back here and have them run down those Quarrelers. I can't let it become a triple cap situation, you know what I'm saying? I can't let that happen. So let's get you guys here with the bats, and zombies should get there soon. I need to get the objectives before it becomes triple cap. All right, it's going for Celostra again, but we don't really care too much, actually. If she dies, it's not the end of the world. But we do get a nice jump back there on those guys. We have now some healing, so we can actually do a little bit of healing. I should have brought some varied magic, unfortunately. This is kind of like hurting me a little bit. But those damn Knights Errant doing a great job there. They're doing really good. On the back point, how close are we to getting it? Zombies are on their way over, but this is a really, really dodgy engagement here. We need another Scurvy Dog. Probably to go help out here. Shade Wraith Gunners can just shoot the miners. Let's get you here. And now we have control of the middle. Celostra is just going to keep waddling away. And we have the Grudge Rakers. Okay, so they're getting in. They're getting a little bit crunk. Let's do this. We'll slow you down. And we'll get her over there to go help out with that. Garrigrim's a little bit surrounded. We do have the capture weight here. Zombies move up there. And now, yeah, I think we're okay here. Man, but you see the speed? The speed is really problematic for Vampire Coast. It's a big issue. They're just so slow. We're getting blasted here, so we're going to have to last Samurai in. Hopefully I don't get just dunked on by that shooting. So we're going to have to juke here to the best of our abilities until Celostra can close the distance. All right, let's do a little heal here. All right, I think we were going to survive just barely. The capture weight belongs to them right now, so let's get you guys here. And they do manage to get the pick there. These guys are on death's bed. It looks like we're going to recap this, but you can see, yeah, it's just the capture weight thing is so hard for us here. It's so damn hard. All right, zombies and zombies. And now, like, we need speedy capture weight, right? So what can we get up there? Depth Guard? Yeah, Depth Guard would be nice. And we'll move you guys up to maintain capture weight. Celostra and company did route those off, so let's get away here. If we can try and stabilize our wizard, that'd be really nice. All right, so back objective we're capturing. We got halberds versus these guys. Should be fine. I'm behind on value a little bit, which is not good. Yeah, I wonder what we would do differently with the build. Maybe like a rush build while shutting down the backfield with some of the other stuff. It felt tricky. My magic was really crappy this game. I think that was like a big weak link too. Okay, so I need to wait for his leadership to stabilize before I can do too much more here. And let's get some doggos coming up because we just need to hold the point, right? That's like the important thing. And the dogs are quick capture weight. So yeah, Celostra, the night summons were good, I guess. They weren't terrible. We do get our back point back, so let's get these dogs running to the middle. Animated Hulks are going to go there. We're going to try and hold it, but I think he's got us in the bag. I think he's got us. The bloat almost got there. Yeah, that was a waste of 500 gold, to be fair. But yeah, Dwarves has always been a bit of a cursed matchup for Coast, so I'm trying to think what we could do differently. I did like the Depth Guard, but I think we needed healing. We needed a little something to support those guys in the beginning, and we didn't have it. All right, so where do we go here? Yeah, we can go. These are Doomseekers. They're going to be really good against Hound units. We'll pull you Hounds back. We'll get the Depth Guard going. I'll fight a little bit longer, but our odds of winning this are very low at this point. So we're going to just do a full sandwich on these Doomseekers. Celostra can keep waddling away, but we just don't have much left. We don't have much to stop them with. All right, you and you. I feel like this matchup is winnable, though. Like, it didn't feel unwinnable. It felt at times... I think we should have given up on the back objective, too. Like, once we capped it, we should have focused everything on the middle and value trading there. Yeah, so we see the Depth Guard take down the last of the Doomseekers. Celostra is running. We got a couple zombies coming, but they're not going to get there before the freaking game's over, which is tough. And Doomseekers do go down. Let's get the Scurvy Dogs to go attack those miners with blasting charges over there. Sloster's just waddling. I should have brought, like, you see all this extra WOM? I was thinking invocations, but yeah, it wasn't enough. So maybe you do just got to grind out in melee with them, but it feels hard, man. It feels hard. One sec here. Let me adjust this. Okay, perfect. There we go. Yeah, we do have a lot of WOM. Feels bad. Those are Iron Drakes, and these are Slayers. Back objectives captured. GG, well played. He played a great game. You know, he knows how to play dwarves. He did good. What do we do differently, though? I mean, Queen Bess, ironically, would have been maybe okay there, because we shut down his cannon so easily. Like, if we just had Queen Bess with extra ammo, you know, maybe we got to lean into the meme a little bit and try and discover new things. Maybe we do. Winds of Death would have been cute, but he had mostly cheap units, so it wouldn't have been that good against them. The Deck Hunters did good. You know, 800, 900, 600, 600. Let me say GG to my opponent. Where is he? All right. Sounds good, man. Yeah, well played, Grumbrindle. Good game, man. Report that score. All right, so we're officially the Submarine Coast now. Let's go back to the drawing board. So the Deck Hunters did feel good, though. They did feel really good. They gave me a ton of agency, and we're really, really putting a lot of pressure on him. I think the Deck Hunters are worth it. As far as Lords go, I think we just go for a Vampire Fleet Admiral with the pistol, perhaps. Yeah, we go like a cheap caster here. We do Lore of... Drowned Dead isn't bad either. We could do that on top of missile units. I think we just do like old school Vampire Coast and we bring the amulet. And then from there, I think like the Deck Gunners worked really well. Yeah, I like the Deck Gunners. I think we could just skip Shade Wraith Gunners. Lampreys would have been okay, but they have a ton of shooting and Slayers, so I don't know how good that feels. Unironically, Queen Bess in the back could have really devastated his infantry. It could have really devastated the infantry. But that's such a meme pick. It's so inconsistent, you know what I'm saying? All right. Let me check here and see what we got. Refresh the brackets. And we'll bring it back, baby. We're going to go 3-0 after this. Sirens just kind of suck. And now you have what's it called? You have frickin' Doomseekers, which are magic damage and anti-infantry. So Sirens are even worse now against dwarves. Artillery, mortars would have been okay for steady value grinding because he never really penetrated into my backfield until late game. Like we successfully held him back there pretty hard, right? So what if we do like something like this, like double mortar, and then we get you and go with the double depth guard? Like I kind of like this build, honestly. Like this build feels okay. Mortars just for sustained value, Deck Gunners for shooting, and Depth Guard to sweep your backfield from any dwarves that get through. The back cap on his back objective was really good. That was one thing we did that I thought was very, very clean. And then we would need, you know, zombies and zombies. Maybe we have to call more zombies out early too. You can go handgun spam too against them. Vampire Coast handguns actually aren't bad. They're not terrible. Yeah, they get this big damage buff if their ammunition's above 80%. Fire, we give them hope, then we crush them with, hey, Puling, how you doing? The bomber infantry, I find, just get killed by... bomber mobs are really terrible in combat, and they get killed by archers too easily. Yeah, we get wrecked by the archers. Okay, let's see what we're looking at here. Refreshing. I'm curious to see who's going to be in the top 4 today, that's for sure. Let's see how my other Vampire Coast brother did. Did he win his first game? He might have. He knows how to play them. He practices them a lot, so I would suspect he probably won. I need to do a little bit of updating here. Okay. Let's fix the score here. All right, perfect. Where's my other Vampire Coast homie? Did he not show up today? Oh no. Who knows? Handguns do get destroyed by quarrelers, but it's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors thing, where if you can mortar down their quarrelers, then your guns can feast. Although the guns don't do an exceptional amount of damage, so I don't know. I've had success with the gun lines before. Arguably, if I were to go gun line against dwarves, it would be like this. So we would probably go triple mortar to kill the bows, and then we would have like 5 handgun mobs just going ham. That would be kind of hard to defend, though. I need to click this. Yeah, then I don't have anything to defend. Probably that build variant isn't as good, I don't think. I think the first build we had was good. The Flamethrower Colossus. Now that's a truly forbidden tech. All right, so let's do this. All right, perfect. Dwarves can't reach the giant enemy crab's weak point. I'm pretty sure they can. Yeah, they climb up the crab. Saltler's Gutlers are a good pick too. They are. They're a good pick. Quad Bloaty. Hey, we had a bloat that game. It put fear in him. He was afraid of it. We did bring a bloat. Okay, so we got 2 games left to finish. Where's Scrambled Egg? I know he's playing, right? Okay, yeah, okay. It looks like he played a newer player, so he was able to get the dub with his coast. Subutai is still playing his game, and Flamaster is playing their game as well. But we started at, what, 1:30? So 30 minutes in, and we're almost done with round 1, which is really cool to see. Normally these tournaments can drag on a little bit and get slower, but, you know. Yeah, honestly, Empire is like a better Vampire Coast, right, in every way. Like, if we were playing Dwarves with Empire now, I actually think that the matchup's probably favored for Empire. You just, if you're playing Empire against Dowie, man, oh my god, you could do a lot. So I would probably honestly do against, I'll play Empire next time. I would probably go quad Hochland long rifles, and then we would just do like Spearmen with shields here. Landship is probably good against Dwarves too, but I would arguably bring a Gatling gun steam tank, like a volley gun steam tank like this. And from there, I would just get a Master Engineer on his horse with restock and pigeon bombs. And maybe just call in a, yeah, it'd be like a Life Wizard. So you'd go Life Wizard. I feel like Empire can give Dwarves the business now, for sure. Earthblood, and you cut 1 Spearman. This would be my opening build against Dwarves, probably. It'd be very strong. You could just nuke them down and use the steam tank to battering ram, and then just heal it when it gets compromised. From there, you just go Empire Knights. Even 1 Knight of the Black Rose would be really good, because they have the bonus for his infantry. Couple great swords for reserve, and grenades are still very good against Dowie. I would probably bring 2 of those, and then just swordsman. Yeah, swordsman time. If I was playing against Dwarves, it'd be something like this. I think this would be very strong, because this thing has like a 1,000,000 block chance in the front, so cannons could shoot it, but you could probably line of sight the cannons on the right map, and it's still 9,000 HP. So oh man, so speaking of I played, speaking of big steam tanks, I played a tabletop game of Old World last night, and I played Chaos Dwarves. It was super fun. Chaos Dwarves in the Old World are really cool. They have, the Iron Demons are freaking, they're basically like turbo steam tanks. Yeah, they're really cool. It's like a steam tank that has a Hellblaster volley gun attached to the front of it. Oh, all right. Ironsides are not bad, actually, Iskander. I've seen some people use them. Oh, these aren't supposed to be Ironsides. I'm sorry. These were supposed to be Hochland long rifles. Oh, okay. Forgive me. Those are Hochland long rifles, not Ironsides. I just misclicked. The icons look very similar. The build was supposed to have Hochland long rifles in it. That's what I thought I was clicking. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah, no, that was. I don't want any of you guys going on to lie, because you would get wrecked if you brought Ironsides probably against Dwarves. They would give you the biz. All right, so we're done with the round, and looking good. So let's advance to Swiss. Look at that, dude. Oh yeah, and we're on to the next round already. Sweet, smooth tournament, baby. All right, is anybody trying to drop here? Doesn't look like it. Cool. Had over 40 people sign up today, which was really cool. Awesome to see the scene doing well. And I'm playing the dreaded Sir Fish a lot. Okay, so let me find him in Discord. And the Sir Fish a lot. Hey. All right, so I don't know what they're playing, but we're going to find out. Last SFT, you asked if we wanted to hear your conspiracy. I don't remember what it was about. I don't remember what I was talking about. That was 2 days ago, and in my lifetime, that's an aeon. You know, that's a long time. I don't remember. Okay, let's get it here. And the rounds are all going. The aces. So we're going to have some fun here. The map is going to be Road to Talabheim. And what are we? So you ban first map. That's what I love about Dom mode, is how maps actually matter for matchups. It's kind of like StarCraft, like in other RTS games where maps are really indicative of the meta. Like there's, you know, Terran favored maps, like for example, where they can take a really safe, slow expand. There's Zerg favored maps. So he bans Road to Talabheim. I will ban... what are you playing, by the way? I need to know what he's playing before I do my bans. Oh, God, another dwarf! No, not another Dowie! Oh, no. Oh, God, no. They do well. I'll ban... Oh, man. Okay, we have another dwarf, dude. The suffering continues. Do we want Crystal Lake or Gates of Ekrend? I'll ban Lake. We're going to fight on the Gates of Ekrend. Okay. So here we go. No, not another dwarf player. Revenge for the ancestors? What? They remember the dwarves I killed in the previous game, and they're like, they've wronged us. All right. All right, guys. It's time to put our plans into action. -2 grudges. I know. I could just lose my first 2 games here, which would be really funny. Okay. Let's do this. And let's go ahead and do this. All right, looking fine, looking good. And we can cut that, and we're all set. Oh my God, the dreaded Dowie come. I got some big schemes though, guys. I got some big old schemes here. Okay, so let's do this. That is not a passive. That kind of sucks too. So what are you going to be doing here? Yeah, that looks fine. Dead Eyes. Okay, that seems pretty good. Okay. So we're gonna quad bloat, dude. You guys want me? Okay, I feel like the whole coast thing is just gone. You guys just want chaos now. Yeah. You guys just want anarchy in the realm. So let's do a little bit of this. So we definitely want to get fell bats to deal with the other shenanigans. We want some scurvy dogs. Lampreys wouldn't be terrible. Like I said, not bad at all. We'll get a couple of you and you. Dude, I'm already feeling the pain here, guys. It's happening already. Gods help us. All right, where do we go with you? Let's get a couple of these. Now, do we want bomber mobs for any reason? I don't think so. I don't think they're worth it. I just feel like they're kind of janky. I do like Morngulls. I feel like they're pretty solid little performers. Let out the inner Zinch. Full crab rush? Maybe. I got plans, though. You guys don't worry about it. We're going to be okay. Okay, so that looks fine. We have some Crabos. I think you always want to have some Crabos. Animated Hulks typically perform reasonably well in this matchup. So we got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Is this the time for Luther Harkin to rise? That would be fun. That would be very, very fun. Do I need to call in one more shooty unit? I feel like a single handgunner isn't a bad idea. And the mortars on this map are probably reasonably good. I think we would want to find a way to squeeze in a couple mortars. So you know what? Let's try this instead. Actually, that feels a little cleaner. Yeah, there we go, boy. That's what I'm talking about, boy. The back, we got you looks fine. We got some speed, we got some stopping power, and unfortunately the Leviathan is just Slayer bait, basically. Slayers will just give it the dirty, a little bit too hard for my liking, so I don't think we're gonna mess with that too much. You guys are fine. Salt Lord Scuttlers, I think, are a good pick. I do agree with that. I think they're very good. All right, let's pick a cool banner. Let's do the Dead. Ooh, look at that, the Dead Fleet. That's nice. I like that one. Bloated corpses riding Terrorgeist. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's possible, right? Like a bloated corpse, if they strapped it onto a Terrorgeist and just had like a zombie untie it like a bombard, that doesn't feel unfair. Well, maybe it's unfair. I don't know. Terragut's for 2,000 gold, you know. Ready near, sorry, I'm excited. I can watch the stream and get free. You can't. I just lost to Dowie. So it's time for grudging round 2. Yes, let's go, baby. Does Hearken Silence work against dwarf abilities? It probably does, yeah. Probably does. Let's go, baby. It's time. It is time to cause havoc and chaos. Bloated bombers, yeah, I think that's the play. Vampire Coast need a ghost style land ship. That's right. Why does the Vampire Coast not have a ghost ship, a ghost land ship? That would be really cool if they gave them an FLC where the Vampire Coast got like a land ship ROR that's a ghost and is ethereal and is like a little lower HP but has oh my god, that's the coolest idea ever. I mean, yeah, CA's got to do that. I don't think they ever will, but the ghost ship, oh, that would be the coolest thing. Like Van Geist's actual ship, you know? You have Van Geist's ship rise from the seas. If mortars are good, surely Queen Bess is better. Do you guys really think I'm going to blue ball you and not bring Queen Bess after I talked about it last game? Come on now. You know me better than this. It's time to let the Queen Bess feast. This map is actually good for Queen Bess too, I think. All right. So here we go. A flying ghost ship. Oh my god, it's like flying around. It would just be a thunder barge, basically, right? An ethereal thunder barge. Yeah. That'd be super cool. Okay. Looks like my opponent's loading in. A solid connection there. No admin drama. And what did I bring in the way of? Yeah, I guess I got Fellbats. Yeah, that's going to be my answer there. Deckhand mobs. Okay, so we got our like Haggard Zombie Corps, which is going to go contest this objective. We have Queen Bessie, who, can she shoot from behind that tree line? Yeah, line of sight's a bit tricky. I think if I'm like back here, I'm safe. I don't think the cannons will be able to shoot over. I'm really hoping I'm not wrong, because if I just lose Queen Bess right away, that's going to be quite funny, but it will suck. All right, so let's get a depth guard back here to be chilling, and we'll get one depth guard up in the trees here. And then we got double mortar, so we're going to get the mortars to shoot and mortars to shoot. So let's get our character, and the mortars can be in 3. It's a little bit risky, but maybe it'll work out. I mean, I don't expect the Dowie to bring cannons. I could hide Queen Bess back here. If I put Queen Bess here, she can kind of cover the 2 objectives, which is kind of a cute idea. That might actually be safer. Dude, I brought a bloat for you last game. Come on now. You got to be grateful for the bloats that you got to experience. All right, so we got gunnery whites. We got some depth guard in the trees. And what's it going to be here? We do have 2 cannons, which is a little bit precarious. Queen Bessie does not outrange cannon. She's got 305 range. So we're going to waddle over this way for now and move up here. Yeah, because I don't want to risk that. I'm going to hide her behind the trees and just play defensively. And we get these depth guard going up here. They can go play that point, and the other depth guard can just be defensive. All right. So Queen Bess is going to flee the scene. Those are miners with blasting charges. Over here, we can go ahead and get some zombies heading out. I think we're going to kind of try and play the side. So we're going to have you guys creep up there, and we can get a scurvy dog heading over there too, which we can eventually rotate over to go after the cannons. So, all right. So yeah, the basic mortar should be fine. We're going to just move Queen Bess back here and use it like to rotate between the 2 objectives. Queen of the Forest? Yeah, basically what's going on. We're going to move you here. So we got miners with blasting charges coming, which we're going to soon start dropping the mortars on. All right, we'll get our character ready to go to. Scurvy Dog's going to get this point. You camping there. I would assume there's some rangers or some sneaky Dowie action going. Yeah, there's probably something like that. We'll get this guy here. He's just there to restock ammunition, basically. All right, so the mortars have started dropping steaming hot payloads. We're probably going to call in the Salt Lord Scuttlers right now just to go clear some stuff out. Yeah, you can see the mortar shots actually are doing really good against these miners with blasting charges. Very, very good. So on that note, we could probably just sit and defend our 2 points. So I don't want to get blasting charged on my zombies here, so we're just going to start skirmishing a little bit. And I don't think there's any sneaky dwarves coming. It's just the screening, and ooh, look at that. We have Makaisen. Okay. So that point's going to get taken, and then we can just waddle over through the back and see what we can find. So let's get into the tree line here. Malachi getting the MLG shots, which we really don't want. So we're going to back away here. So Queen Bess is about ready. Queen Bess can start shooting at these guys because we have, like, you know, ammo replenishment, so I'm not too concerned about that stuff. We got the depth guard ready and some zombies ready to support too, so we're going to come under here. And now Queen Bess is going to start dropping steaming hot. Oh, Jesus. Okay, look at that in the trees. Oh! Oh! Okay, Queen Bessie needs to do her thing here. So we're going to get some... Ah, man, I misclicked. Oh, well. Could be worse. Hey, Queen Bess with the direct hit, though. No, that was actually the Salt Lord Scuttlers. Okay, let's get the Scuttlers in the trees. Oh, my God, this guy's like... It's like all up in the bushes here. What are these, Grudge Rakers? Yeah, those are Grudge Rakers. Okay, we need to be careful not to lose those dogs randomly. Oh, my God, there's just things everywhere, dude. He's like, the dwarves are in the trees. All right, so let's get you here. We're going to pull the Salt Lord Scuttlers back. We got 2 objectives. So we're kind of just... Oh, Queen Bess with the MLG shot. All right, so let's get Queen Bess right there. Cannons are out of range, and we did get the invo here. So the cannons are shooting into our mortars now, so we're going to go like try and move the mortars into cover. But yeah, I should have had them behind the hill like this one. That was very Bronzodia. Okay, so let's pull these guys out, see what they can do. And yeah, we got depth guard chilling over here, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay. Where are the Fellbats going? Fellbats can go across and get ready to jump. And yeah, for now, the mortar might actually live. We could probably invo that thing. Try and save it. No, not worth it. Not worth it. It's gonna die. All right. So Queen Bessie, let's see what you can do here. And Salt Lord Scuttlers are gonna start bombarding on these guys. And you guys can head up into the trees there. So Salt Lord Scuttlers will do this. And cool. So we're gonna bombard them. And what are those? Regular Slayers? Yeah, the regular Slayers. Cool. All right. So Depth Guard, let's run up on these guys. Do this, and then we attack with the Scurvy Dogs because they're really quick. As they're shooting here, there are some Grudge Rakers. So we're going to just try and fly over and get on top of one of the cannons. Now, as far as call-ins here, let's get Lampreys, so we have some like actual stopping power here. We have the Salt Lord Man, so we're going to go ahead and refresh this. Queen Bessie is still shooting, not making great contact yet. But we have been able to get a good engagement here, right? So the Scurvy Dogs will trade very well. Let's bombard there. We just need to like kind of play this really cagey game and see what we can get done. All right, so we still have the mortar shooting. One of them still going quite strong. But let's switch on to these Longbeards. And Bessie, oh, yes. Oh, that's what it's all about right there, boy. That's what it's all about. All right, so we did kill the flank pressure, which is good. So now we can just kind of chill out there, and we just have to Helm's Deep, basically, and defend our turf. We did manage to shut down the cannon, which is great, with a single Fellbat, so that's a big one for us. Oh, man, he's got line of sight on Bess. Okay, we need to get Bessie out, and we just drop an invo on Bess. The dreaded Queen Bess draw kiting is upon us. All right, so let's get some more Fellbats. I think we just go back and try and shut down his other cannon and call it a day. Let's get our character back there, and now we got zombies. Let's move you guys up, Lamprey's Revenge can go over here. Head off those Longbeards, and we need to get some of these Depth Guard through the trees. All right, so that's going pretty well over here, I would say. These are Ekron's Miners with blasting charges, so let's go ahead and attack those and pull you back. We're going to retreat you there to replenish ammunition and get another animated Hulk coming up here to defend this. We got the 2 Fellbats of Doom. So let's get one over here, and one can go jump on these units here. We'll get my character charging up to drop summons wherever needed. And cool. All right, so the fighting is on. We have a Depth Guard unit. Let's pull them back to defend our point. And these Depth Guard are fighting like absolute chads over there. So we do manage to shut down the 2 artillery pieces. Queen Bessie has lived. So now Queen Bessie can waddle back this way, just to scoot and shoot, you know, just to cause some drama here. So one cannon is offline. We're going to sneak up and try and shut down the other one. I need to be using the Black Pripe at every chance I get. And these are what? Doomseekers? Oh god, that's going to be bad. I don't have like anything really great against them here. Let's call in another animated Hulk and hope we can do it. All right, so we're going to run back. Hopefully we can reclaim that point. Let's get the Fellbats on top of these guys, and we can drop a summon on top of you, which is going to be excellent. And then from there, we just peace out, basically. We just run away. All right, Depth Guard we might be able to push his point. He doesn't have like strong combat characters, so we might be able to maybe push that point. So we're running. We're going to get the animated Hulks getting ready to cruise for a bruise here. And Queen Bessie, we can try and scoot up and shoot those Longbeards if possible. Do we need any help on the home point? I think we're okay. I think we're all right. So we're going to creep back here. These are Longbeards, so let's get away from them. It looks like all the cannons are officially offline now, so we can start using Queen Bess. We can start using old Bessie, and let's get a Scurvy Dog to come flank these Doomseekers to kill them a little bit quicker. In the meantime, let's heal. And do we want to throw these guys away? I don't know. It's a little bit dodgy. Animated Hulks are doing good. Mortars. We can just start shooting at you guys. Queen Bess is now dropping hot loads on that guy's face. So that's great. As a matter of fact, let's just keep kiting him. Let's just run here and get my character back. All right, how are we looking on this point? We're looking pretty good. Get you moving up. You here. And yeah, he's playing very well, though. It's a good game. Very scrappy. The Malachi pick is always cool. Ah, yeah. This is where we get punished for not bringing, like, proper powder units, right? So we need to get you going right here. And these fell bats, what are they even attacking there? They're attacking Iron Drakes. Oh, yeah. Those Depth Guard are getting cooked. That's not good. See, I didn't bring adequate anti-air, so I might be paying the iron price for that. We'll have to see. I can call in some deckhand mob shooters, actually, so that's actually useful. So we're going to just call in some basic pistol mobs and see what kind of work we can get done. Queen Bess, in the meantime, let's go ahead and see if we can get in range to shoot here. That was supposed to be a pistol mob. Did I not overcast it? Shit, I guess I didn't. Okay, well, that's my bad. All right, so we attack here, and this guy has a pistol too, so they can probably shoot here. You Depth Guard pull back, and we need to give more ammunition to Queen Bess. So let's give more powder. Nice. The Queen Bess MLG ammo shots. Let's bomb these Longbeards here. Let's shoot the gyrocopters. Man, Malachi is doing work, though. He's doing a lot of damage against me. That's for damn sure. All right, so that side flank has been cleared. This objective's looking very secure for us. We almost have the Doomseekers are just such Giga Chads, though. Look at how well they do. They, like, almost killed me to the man there. Certainly not good. All right, so shoot here and call in a little bit of this. You need to chase down these gyrocopters and keep them from trolling. I need to get to the point where it's like a triple cap and I can just Helm's Deep, because the dwarves, they're really close to me in value, which is very stressful. Let's move up there. Bats are still chasing gyros, and thankfully we do have a pistol character, so... Okay, that's overcasted, right? So that's going to summon a pistol mob. So in that case, we can run this way with the bats and just let the pistol mob shoot. Yeah, let's get the pistol mobs, the call-in, and they can shoot here. Move up this way, and Lamprey's Revenge. Kind of forgot about them for a while, but we can use them as a bit of a sweeper. We are going to come back here and use the extra ammo. Okay. So we're going to go there. And Queen Bessie is going to keep blasting those. Yeah, we're getting momentum on his home objective, actually, which is not good for him. So we're going to get here. We're going to go here. Let's get the Depth Guard to go after these. Let's get you a melee to attack here. You do a little bit of healing right there on that whole crew. And now Lampreys, we need to get the extra ammo. So let's get our gunnery white. The ammo recharge station, I love it. Now we get those bomber bats back out. So Queen Bess needs to maybe be able to... Yeah, we're going to pull Bessie over here to defend the side point, because I think we got this one under control. There's not really any good Queen Bess targets. So yeah, I ain't stressing it. So we're moving up. We're going to keep you on the back. And we got the mortar still shooting away. Not too many great targets, but it is what it is. And we're going to be approaching a triple cap situation. Not anytime super soon, I guess. All right, so we need to get some dogs. 1, 2, and Morgul's, and make sure we don't lose this point. It's going to be very important we don't lose this. So that's going to go there. The zombies aren't going to hold much longer. He's got a lot of shooting there, and slayers and other good things, right? So the cannon crew's back online. Let's get the bats right there. Grudge Rakers, yeah, those things are beast mode, man. They're really good. I don't think we're going to be able to get his point, so we'll probably pull back with the Lampreys. I think we just got to hold on to the 2 and not be like too greedy, right? So we're going to get you here and we're going to get the bomber mobs to go on them. And hopefully we can just shut them down. In the meantime, let's get a summon on top of those and just pull back. We're going to get Lampreys away. I don't want to lose by overextending, which is a very, very easy thing to do. And Queen Bessie can just start shooting at these. All right, great. So we got the bomber mobs. We're holding on to the point. The terrors in the night will come. And some of them do get Last Samurai, though. But it looks like our blobs were able to win. That was really big for us. Now, my advice to dwarves on this map would be to play the... we might actually be able to take this. Would be to play one lane. So you ignore the side objective and you just hard push on their home objective. I found that to be the most effective with dwarves on Gates of Ekrund. Yeah. But yeah, now that I'm not seeing a ton of resistance here, I think I can move up and maybe contest this. Malachi can get attacked by those. And it looks like we swept up his position here. Yeah, we did. Good, good, good. All right, how's Queen Bessie doing? Queen Bessie was shooting. We'll get Queen Bessie to just line up right here, I think is going to be fine. Let's get you to give it extra powder. So we're going to give Bessie a little bit of extra firing power. Let's use the Black Pariah Pit. And we do have a little bit of... Ooh, no, we don't want any of that. We don't want any of that. All right, let's call in some slow capture weight since it's going to be a Helm's Deep situation. Worst case scenario, we are pretty massively ahead. This build was a lot better than our previous one, actually. I felt like this build had a lot more agency and... yeah, the Deck Gunners were cute, but I don't know. I liked having more Depth Guard initially, and although it's hard to compare the two because we weren't necessarily dealing with combat characters, right? Like in the previous game, we were dealing mostly with combat characters, whereas here we weren't. It was more of a shooty dwarf build. So it's hard to gauge which build was better, you know what I'm saying? All right, so Queen Bess is going to line up here, and if he tries to bring in any reinforcements, I could just Queen Bess him. No, that's a really buggy flag on that unit. You see that? All right, let's get the gunnery white up there, do a little bit of refreshing. And did we steal his home objective? It looks like we do, just barely. Which is nice. We got the zombie legions coming up, the dreaded slow movement speed. Let's get some depth guard in the trees. I would play Vampire Coast so freaking hard if they got a tabletop faction. That would be so fun. Although arguably Tomb Kings kind of play like very similar to them. All right, so let's get back on the point. Night Terrors can just chill in between and see where the threat is going to rotate. And yeah, it looks like we got it. Cool. So yeah, I'm happy to get a W here. My opponent played well. I think Malachi in this matchup's interesting. He got 1,400 value. That's not bad at all. He was mostly shooting my Lord. I think if I had to give feedback to my opponent, what didn't work was the split pushing. So he tried to play objective 3 and 2. I think Coast is more mobile and can ambush you pretty well in isolated units. I think if you just get your entire army and just push objective 1 super hard, like really grind that and just have like a ton of Quarrelers and Rangers with like a stalwart dwarven front line, I think Coast crumbles to that. GG, well played. All right. We're rising from the deep. Yes, we are. He had a cool ass build though, man. Iron Drakes and cannons, and Malachi did good. Doomseekers, Grudge Rakers seem to be pretty popular these days. GG, very well played, man. All right. So let's go update the score. Let's do it. I think he should have just banned Ekrund. Yeah, probably. Probably open field is better. Dwarves can just go wide and swarm me on open field, I think. Yeah. Peeling, you like the Bess? Queen Bess got 900 value. Oh god. It was hard to get shots, honestly. His cannon screened me really well. Evil bats. He's saying he was haunted by the bats. Yeah, the bats are pretty good against the Dwarven Flyers. Hey, Christopher, thank you for the fiber, baby. Still got it. And that was a Queen Bess game, too. All right, so that's 1 and 0. And that is going to be Coast. Vampire Coast. And that was against Dwarves. Watch me play a Dwarf again in game 3. Those dubs. I'm talking to my opponent right now. Let's see if he has any questions or anything. Yeah, it was fun though. Yeah, Queen Bess was cool. The Death Guard I like. You know, not a ton of value, but they're really good holding power against the Dowie. Arguably, the Halberd variant might be better, right? Like, the Halberd variant is how much more? So 1,100, and these are 12. The Halberd variant has better MD and armor piercing, so you probably do go with the Halberd variant, I think. But these guys do have that BVI, the bonus versus infantry, which they wreck Slayers. That's the thing that is nice, although it's only 5. Why do Depth Guard have such a bad bonus versus infantry? So that's 5. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just not the best. Like, don't Graveguard have way better bonus versus infantry? Graveguard have 8. No, it's not that much more. Not that much more. 2 Rotten Leviathans in an army? Sounds good, Peeling. Thank you. I'll take a look. Let's see what people need. Okay, checking. Sounds good. Still no dice. So his name is Lord Bacon. Okay, need to go check his opponent. Looks like we had a no-show. Lord Bacon. Still no show on opponent. Lord Bacon's a pretty great name. Okay, doing a little bit of adminning. Attorney started. Okay. So we got to drop them and give the win to that person. Cool. We'll see what we get in the next round. Spamming Lore of Deep passive and FFA is always my favorite value strat. That's true. It does do map-wide damage, right? It's very little, but it's not insignificant, I suppose. Lord Bacon. Okay, did that work? It did. All right, cool. So Lord Bacon Bane has been taken care of. And now for our next admin disappearing act. Yes, we need to take care of you. So coach needs to be fixed. Definitely used to the admin stuff. It's basically what I did for a living before YouTube. Was sports admin. I was an athletic director, so I used to do all this kind of stuff anyways. It's all in the family. 5 direct hits on chaff. Better showing than Dreadquake. Yeah, it is. It's 400 gold cheaper than a Dreadquake too. I don't know. The Dreadquake definitely does more damage though. Its impact is pretty serious. Like, I think maybe like a close range Dreadquake is the way, right? Let's experiment with that a little bit. So let's say we're playing Chaos Dwarves, okay? And we're playing against a faction that is a melee faction. Their only skirmishing unit is Marauder Horsemen, right? So we would get an Iron Demon, right? And the Iron Demon would be towing the Dreadquake, and we would make it Hellbound for physical resist, since it's going to be like more close quarters. And let's say we're playing like a Khorne player, right? This is something I wanted to experiment with a little bit. So let's say we're playing against Khorne, right? So they're coming at you with a bunch of random infantry, whatever. Doesn't matter too much. Okay. Somebody was like, you know, I had a replay of the Dreadquake a couple days ago, and a lot of folks were suggesting that. And it's something I've done before, but maybe now that it works, like they fixed the auto firing on the Dreadquake so you can control when it shoots, maybe it's better now. Need to put chevrons on Dreadquake in order to make it more accurate. Trainquake is absolutely the way. Best against Bretonnia or Lizards. Yeah, I've been trying to... Chaos Dwarves have become one of my main factions lately, so I can see this being an issue. We'll probably go over the hotfix notes at the end, Michael. So how fast is this thing? It has more power. Okay, so does it fire at will if we take it off? Okay, so does it have 360 shooting, though, is the question. So now it's not shooting, which is good. So let's put fire on will. Yeah, that's pretty sexy right there. That's nice. And then you can do the more power to just pull through. We're going to shoot again? Is it not shoot when it's in melee is the question. What the hell is this little like sausage guy on me here? He's like sticking in there. Okay, it doesn't... Does it shoot while it's being chased? No, it needs a frontal arc. Okay. So you got to go like sideways through the units. There they go. Okay. There's another shot right there. And then the Iron Demon is going to be shooting too. It could do good against Nurgle Blobs. Chaos Dwarves don't have any way to give it extra ammo. Okay, so there's another shot, point blank. That's pretty damn good if you're expecting a lot of infantry. Yeah, I don't hate this at all. And then we do the more power when you're in trouble. What kind of value we got? 1900 value, I mean, shit. It does cost 3,000 though. So if your opponent is chasing with Marauder Horsemen, it's definitely not as easy. Whoa, where was that shot going? Oh, they moved back there. Oh, he was supporting the Dwarf Lord. Okay, that's kind of cool. Look at that. What a champ. Drive-by nukes. Yeah, we're at 2,800 right now. You know, maybe I got to give this more of a try. Yeah, Bretonnia can't really do much about this. The Peasant Archers and whatnot. And then against any of the Chaos factions, each could stop this with like Magic Missile spam probably. Although if you bring a Demon Smith, you can heal it. So that's kind of a cool idea. The dreaded Thomas. Yeah, I know. 3,000. All right, guys, this is very, very respectable. I think I'm digging this. Fire on my position, jump scare. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? What? Oh, look, it's shooting over there. Wow, why is it never that accurate when I'm playing with it? Look at that shit. It like nailed that guy from downtown. Okay, hold on. All right, guys. I think we might be onto something here. Not me, but all the people who recommended it to me were onto something. 3,700. I mean, it's still just barely paid for itself, right? Just barely paid for itself. But against Nurgle, against Khorne, I think that could work. Let's like theory craft some domination builds. Yeah, let's theory craft some domination builds. All right. Okay. Sounds good. So I got to drop another player here. Sometimes when people, if they lose their first 2 games, they tend to drop. I don't know if that's the case with this player, but... Okay. Crush the bracket. And I just got to update this. Playing Snakes in Total War. I know, we basically are. All right, so that's going to be a drop here. And then I need to fix Leech Lord's score. Let's fix that. And then we're all set. That's also with it alone, though. With support, you get some more free shots moving troops. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to probably... Chorfs are my favorite faction to play right now. Man, by the way, last night I played Chorfs in Tabletop. The Dreadquake Mortar is so freaking fun. It is so fun. It has a 5-inch blast template. Hey, Fishalot, you played a really good game. You played really well, dude. What I would recommend for you, Fishalot, in that matchup, you need more basic, cheaper infantry like Dwarf Warriors and Miners, and then you need a lot of bows. Vampire Coast hates bows. And then you push one lane. Instead of trying to play the side objective, which I'm better at playing because I'm more mobile, you should be playing the what's it called? The one lane. Just push that one alley on that map and just bully me and force me to fight you on your terms. Whereas if you have a couple scattered units off on their own on the side on that map, I can just isolate and kill them very easy because I have Morngul's, Hounds, mobility. But you played very well. You played a very good game, bud. So keep at it. I hope to see you in more tournaments. All right. So that's been fixed. Admin work is done. And we're all set. Okay, how many people left? A couple left. We're almost through the round. We are almost through the round. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 games left. Yeah, love to see it. Yeah, so against Vampire Coast, did I miss the donation message? I might have. Okay. All hail the mighty. Thank you, Christopher. Yeah. Hey, we got a dub today. And the first game was kind of close. We definitely just had a bad build. I see it. Thank you. Unless I missed another one, Cooper? Could you try a heavy gun strat? We did first game, but if the matchup does call for it, Cooper, I will. Yeah. If I get like a matchup where handguns are good, I for sure will bring them. The gun strats are good. It really depends on the map, though. We want more openish maps, probably, I would say. Okay, let's refresh the brackets, see what's going on here. We got currently, let's see who's undefeated. Subashai beat Scrambled Egg Special. So my fellow Vampire Coast homie, him and I are both, oh God, no. No, don't put us together. The other Vampire Coast players also 1-1. Pone is also 1-1 too, so we could play Professor Pone here as well on Skaven, which would be fun. Who does noob tournaments? We have a couple on the website. I think I'm going to get into multiplayer, but land battle is not for me. Getting draw-kited into Oblivion. Well, you wouldn't get draw-kited in land battle tournaments, but you still would have to deal with attacking rule stuff. That's the only thing. So we have plenty of tournaments going on. Let me check on the website. So in Total Tavern, we have... This is the new patch. We have 50 people just about playing today, which is awesome. We have a noob tournament on the 16th, so tomorrow. There's a beginner tournament tomorrow at... What time? At 1:30 p.m. PST. So tomorrow afternoon, there's a Fresh Spawn tournament, which is being hosted by one of our Discord tournament hosts. And then we have a single elimination tournament on Sunday, too. So those are upcoming events. I'm going to be gone on Sunday. I'm playing in an Old World tournament, but I will do it. Yeah, so you just go into Total Tavern, which is the website I made for Total War Esports, basically. And you can see all the upcoming tournaments, old tournaments. There's a leaderboard for the players who've won the most tournaments and stuff. You can see everyone here. Yeah, it's pretty fun. And a bloat duel? Yeah, I don't know. The bloat duel would be fun. Empire is breaking even today, more or less. Vampire Coast is down in the pits. Yeah, they're pretty rough, 40%. Could be worse, though. Could be a lot worse. Yeah, Human Boy does host land battles, and he hosts on Total Tavern as well. Yeah, he does. Not all of his tournaments, but he does host a handful on there. Yeah, Human Boy does land battle, correct. So if you want land battle, definitely check him out. I occasionally do land battle, but I personally feel for like a RTS competitive format, Dom's better. That's why I do it. But land battles are very fun. I really enjoy them. But yeah, turn the legendary gunplay by Anticity in Warhammer 2 is like 80. Yeah. It was Coast was overpowered in Warhammer 2 at several points. They were top tier meta, and Anticity was very good. He's also a very meta player. He would typically play the most meta factions. Very good at them. Very good. Is Prime's tourney on Discord? Prime is playing in this tournament right now, if that's who you're referring to. The Age of Empires player? Yeah. Did Vampire Coast receive any unibuffs? No. They did not. Let me see here how we're looking on the rounds. Okay, so we got 2 games left to finish. We got Impa and Solo Spaghetti and Maverick Sloth are still playing. So 2:15. So the players actually technically have another 17 minutes to finish. But hopefully it doesn't take that long, as much as I love hanging out with you guys. For another tasty overcasted Kraken's pull. If I lose my next game, because I'm going to play a good player here, if I lose it, I will do like a really tinfoil hat meme build for you guys in the 4th round. Evil says, I just started playing in your community and got my first win yesterday. Right on with the Chowie. It was a super close game that ended with my opponent at 1490 points. Yeah, Chowie are good at holding. They're a very good holding faction. They're not quite as stalwart as their dwarven cousins, but they hang in there pretty well. Yeah, Old World battle reports will come in July is what my aim is right now. I've been working really hard to get these armies together, like painting every single day. I've been painting. My wife's been working really hard printing Turin and other things like that. So it's a journey, you know, because we have 2 fully done. The Empire and Chaos are fully painted and based. Tomb Kings are fully painted, but just need to be based, which I'm working on now. It's very tedious. It's a lot. You know, basing 100 plus skeletons is rough. And then after that, we're going to probably have Orcs and Goblins and Chaos Dwarves, which is really good because Orcs and Goblins, Chaos Dwarves can use a bunch of Orcs and Goblins units. You can use Black Orcs, you can use Black Orc bosses, and Hobgoblins. You have Hobgoblin Wolf Riders, Hobgoblin Bolt Throwers, and these are all units that double dip on the Greenskin roster. So if you have them for one, you have them for the other, which is great. And you just, you know, a Goblin can be used as a Hobgoblin as well. So, yeah, it's great. Ideal couple activities, that's right. Prime says I'm losing in Warhammer 3. It's because Prime, you need to play a stronger faction. I mean, Khorne is good, but they're really difficult to play for beginners, I think. Like in a tournament, like they're easy to pick up, but their skill cap is not as expressive, I think, as like some of the other factions. I don't know. Did Kislev get nerfed a little? They got like barely touched, and Kislev is still super oppressive. They're really unfair in SFTs. They're really unfair. How does mini painting feel in your Bionic hand? It's okay, yeah. Like things like clicking a mouse and painting isn't too bad, but like hard stuff, like hard gripping and hard squeezing is what hurts the most, yeah. On my Bionic, it's my wrist tendons. It's not my hand itself, it's the tendons in my wrist that are problematic. But I'm on a medicine that might help. So we'll find out in 6 more weeks if it has any effect. So I'm pretty excited because there's a chance it might. If it works, I could have, you know, multiple streams a day or stream every day. It could be really good. So Prime, if you want to, dude, I'll if you get together the other Age of Empire players who are playing who are playing Total War, I will get on a Discord call with you guys and I'll do coaching for all of you guys. Yeah, I'll teach you the ways. It'd be fun. All right. But you need to find the other Age players who are playing this game. We got 1 game still to finish. Okay. And they should be done in a second, I would imagine. Just 1 game left. Let me know I'm suffering from the same. Yeah. So Frost, my condition is autoimmune. So it's so some people who have psoriasis, like the skin condition, it also can lead to like psoriatic arthritis. Now, arthritis attacks your joints. In my situation, my joints aren't being attacked, but it's attacking my tendon connections. So my own body is sending like attack signals at my wrist tendons, at my Achilles, at my hamstring, my patellar tendons, and my knees. They're all like hurt basically all the time. So they put me on an immunosuppressant basically. So we'll see if it works. I hope it does. But, you know, it could be really big. If it actually works and the pain goes away, I could like get back to a lot of normalcy in my life. Yeah, that's basically it though. That's basically it. All right, so are they done yet? Let's refresh. Not yet. They're still going. And they still have another 12 minutes anyways, so. You got psoriasis too, luckily no arthritis, yeah. Autoimmune stuff like that. Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I mean, I've heard. Hey, thank you. Appreciate the kind words, guys. Yes, it does sound evil. It is very evil. Yeah, it's very evil. All right. Here's the Chaos Dwarf list I played last night. It was very fun. I'll show you guys. All right, so while we're waiting for the last game, Yeah, so the Black Orc War Boss is on the Wyvern, and we're missing the Bull Centaur renders. Yeah, it was something like this. Was it the Great Weapons? I think it was hand weapons, yeah. This is like close to the list I ran. Sorcerer Prophet on foot, Black Orc War Boss on a Wyvern. I proxied him, but he's on his Wyvern. He's pretty good because the Chaos Dwarves and Tabletop can bring Black Orc characters. Oh, hey, Dries, if the next round, I would do it for the next round, but for this one, probably not because we're going to start in the next minute here. We have Black Orcs as our core infantry, which is really rad. So I run Black Orcs with dual weapons. So they have Veteran. I usually give them Stubborn too, which makes it really hard to break them. And then I run them up to protect the Infernal Guard. The Infernal Guard, I use the blunderbusses, which is really, really, really good. This thing blasts. You get D3 shots per guy, so you get like 16 D3 shots. You can have like over 30, 40 shots. It's pretty rad. We ran an Iron Demon, a Bull Centaur Renders, and a Dreadquake Mortar. So the Dreadquake Mortar is an interesting one. It's really funny. It has a special rule where every single turn when you shoot the Dreadquake Mortar, after the first turn, you have to roll a dice. And if you roll a 1 or a 2, it doesn't get to shoot again because it's really slow to reload. So it shoots the next turn. But if you have an Ogre, if you pay 20 points for an Ogre to help load the ammunition on this, you get to get it on a 2-up. So it can shoot again on a 2-up. So there's like an Ogre lifting the heavy ammo. But yeah, Chaos Dwarves are a really cool army to start because like a lot of the army has like orc stuff in it, which is like double dips into other rosters, which is really fun. All right, let's see how we're doing. Check on the round here. They are not done yet. Let me message. So let me find the player here. Okay. And you two are done. All right, so I just messaged the player, said let me know when you're done. And we'll see what they say. Blunderbusses are more expensive in Tabletop. Honestly, makes sense. They're better in Tabletop as well. Yeah, the Fireglaves are good, though. If you want the blunderbusses for shooting, yeah, Thien, you can go to TotalTavern.com and check out the tournament with the Pug. And that should be cool. Yeah, let me show you the old world. Okay. I like the playstyle of the Chaos Dwarves more than the regular Dwarves in Tabletop. Yeah. Because War Machines kind of suck. They're okay. Some are good. Chaos Dwarf War Machines are pretty good because they have a ton of like buffs for them. But yeah, so the blunderbusses are really cool because they give you D3 shots each. And they're only 12-inch range though. But what you do is a really dank combo. So check this out. You get your Sorcerer Prophet, you go Demonology for your magic. And then you do this. You do a spell called the Steed of Shadows. So this spell targets friendly models whose troop type is infantry. So dwarves only move 3 inches, okay? So the Chaos Dwarf threat range on a blunderbuss is 15 inches. You move 3 inches and you shoot 12. But you cast Steed of Shadows on the dwarves, on the blunderbuss unit, and it gives them fly 12. So they can fly 12 inches and shoot 12 inches. So suddenly you have 24-inch threat range on them. It's a really, really cool strategy. So you have flying dwarves, basically. I love this one. No audio? There should be audio. Yeah, double check it. But yeah, you give it Steed of Shadows, which is really fun. So you get flying dwarves, basically. Yeah, you get flying dwarves. Now, the cool thing about the Fireglaves, though, if you want a more melee-focused Chaos Dwarf army, the Fireglaves are going to be better, right? So what you do is you go Fireglaves. Fireglaves are longer range, but they only have 1 shot each, and they suffer penalties for moving and shooting and stuff. But they're strength 5 halberds. So the Fireglaive guys are going to be way better in combat. So if you want like a more fighty dwarf unit, then the Fireglaves are for sure the way. But I personally think blunderbusses are better because they're just super powerful if you get the right situation going. So yeah, anyways, hopefully you guys had some fun with that dank MLG strategy. I thought that was pretty cool. So the players have 8 minutes to finish, just checking on them, and I'm going to do this. Let me know when done. Oh, okay. Hold on. Message wrong. Okay, so those players are playing. Okay, got it. So I'm sorry, I misunderstood your message, bud. Did you two play? Aces. Report that score. Okay, they still finished under time. One player showed up a little bit late, but that's all good. Okay. Let's refresh this. And are we ready for the next round? Should be in a second. Hash it, hold my beer. Flying Dwarves. So the Fireglaves in tabletop anti-large doesn't work the same way. Like Halberds just give you +1 strength and -1 AP. So it's not like they're like, oh, this does a bonus against large things. It doesn't work quite like that. The Gallows Giant, if I lose this game, I'll meme in the 4th game. Because then I don't have a chance at top 4. While I still have a chance at top 4, you know, I'm gonna take it. What's up with Vampire Coast is one of the worst. What's up with Vampire Coast suffering? They're probably top 3 worst factions in the game in domination mode. Yeah. Sorry, website's lagging a little bit. It sometimes happens. It sometimes happens. Yeah, they're top 3. I would say, I honestly think Skaven are better than Vampire Coast. Because Skaven at least are a little bit quicker and have play the objectives better. And Skaven shooting is comparable to Coast, if not better. Like Jezzails are amazing. And Mortars are good, Globadiers are good. Skaven have a lot of good units, whereas Coast doesn't have too many. Their artillery isn't terrible. Their cannons and carronades and things like that are feasible. All right, so I think we're about ready. Just need to wait for this to load for a second. Skaven are 100% better than Vampire Coast. Yeah, I think so. I agree. I agree with that statement. Yeah. Oh god, hopefully there's no drama here with the brackets. Okay, looks like we're fine. It's just a big tournament, so it can sometimes lag a little bit. All right, advance the Swiss. So we advance the Swiss round, and we're going to get ready for the next one here. And it's go time. Rattling guns are awesome. Yeah, Coast is better in land battle because they don't have to move. Coast can often just, in some matchups, they can just sit and play defensively. So that's exactly what they want to be doing. Exactly. There's going to be an Urgal and Slanesh equivalent of Harry the Hammer. No, Harry the Hammer is a very unique thing. He's like a special character from the early days of Games Workshop. So, yeah. What faction needs a facelift? Norska. Yeah, Norska needs a little bit of milk. Not that they're bad. It's just they're so old. I mean, God, Norska. When Norska came out, I was living in Poland, and that was, what year would that have been? Oh, 2017. 2017? Yeah, I think so. It was a long time ago. 2018, something like that. Yeah. They're at least average, yeah. Hey, Pedro. We've watched and playing this month, and I'm all... It's okay. Everybody's learning, you know? Any tips for a Dark Elf player who would like to make his first steps into multiplayer tournaments? Yeah, so for Dark Elves, what's really good is Repeater Crossbow. Dark Rider, Repeater Crossbow Cavalry are really nice. The dragon character is really good, so I recommend going Supreme Sorceress on a dragon with Soul Stealer and Repeater Crossbow Cavalry. So what you do is you lure your opponents into overextensions, and then you shoot them with the Calv and Alpha Strike them with that Soul Stealer and dragon. Yeah, it's very nice. Sorry, the website's struggling right now, so it's gonna get there. It just needs a minute. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. I'm back. Yeah, Medusas are good. They're very good now. They got the same magic missile changes as Tzeentch Soul Grinders, which makes them competitive and good, but they're not as problematic because they're really easy to kill. Medusas are really squishy. Whereas the Soul Grinder is a huge armored fast SC with permanent healing on it and other variables like that. Oh my god, I don't know. I wonder if one of the other hosts is messing around on the website right now. I feel like that sometimes happens. All right. So let me jump off the website here. Turin's gone. No, I'm back, dude. I'm back. We're just waiting for the website. Damn. I need to talk to one of my pals about this. It's been bogging down a little bit more lately than usual, so maybe there's something funky going on with the back end. Hey, get some rest. Don't worry, we'll be back. Yeah, Tzeentch is really oppressive in land battle because you can really abuse the shield mechanics in land battle, right? Like super, super hard. So yeah, we just need to give it a second, let the website reset. So 1 sec here. Okay. Just at the moment, give it a second. Don't try to refresh. I will announce when good. All right, so just doing a ping for people, and we'll be ready soon. All right, so turn lobby, T lobby. Perfect, there we go. The Slanesh Grinder. Yeah, the Slanesh Grinder's not bad. It's pretty good. It's a decent little anti-large fighter. I like the Slanesh Grinder actually. I think it's a decent choice. You're welcome. Cool. Okay, baby, let's see if it's coming back. Oh, it's really struggling right now. Man, wonder what caused that. The first 2 rounds were pretty smooth, but when we got into round 3, it started to... I think it had something to do with... yeah, I wonder if another host was working on it. I hope that's not the case. Sometimes if multiple people are doing like commands at the same time, it can cause issues. Okay, it's trying to load. Come on, baby. Come on, you can do it. Hold for Sigmar. Okay. Come on, baby. Okay, it's loading. It's trying its best. Let's go. Do you have my host for the next game? Oh, okay. It looks like it's loading now. I think it finally has come back to life. Let's go to the tournament and see. Is my opponent for the next game? Maybe. You my round 3. Vampire Counts would be a fun one to try and pick up soon too. Looks like it's loaded for some people. Yeah, loaded for some of you guys. Okay, so it's just bogging down for me then. Weird. Okay, so I do have my round 3 opponent. Hopefully it's loading for some folks. If you have a, if you're able to access the website, can one of you guys screenshot the brackets for me and then send it to me? Because I know some people are able to get it. Okay, I think I just got it just now. The bracket's going to load in a second. Thank you. All right. So it's loading for some folks. Perfect. So we're going to do our map bands here. So let me talk to my opponent. And I can't see if they're on the top of the bracket. It's trying its best, man. Help computer stop all downloading. Okay, we got it. Oh, we're in. We're in. All right, so the map bands are going to be Glade of the Everqueen, Crucible, and Sunken Mire. Okay. So banning Crucible. You pick map, we play. All right. So my opponent's going to pick the map here. I don't know what they're playing right now, but I definitely... The Crucibles... Oh, God, it's the Bray Herd. Okay. It's the Beastmen. The Beastie Boys. Vampire Coast is here. Hey, welcome. Yes, the Vampire Coast SFT. It's time. Have you tried the bot for playing Dom with Elo? I haven't tried it yet, but I will, LVO. I do plan on doing that. So, yeah, he is Sunken Mire ban. So the map we're going to be on is Glade of the Everqueen, was it? I think. No, it's the... Yeah, Glade of the Everqueen. Okay, so that's pretty good Beastman ambush map. I actually am not sure how to play this matchup against Beastmen. It's not one that I've played too much, so this is going to be interesting. I think we're going to do something fun, though, something a little unorthodox, and see how it goes. So let's try it out. All right, so we're going to go back to the old school a little bit. Let's get you. Let's cut this. Oh, that's not bad, actually. And then we can get that. What does this actually do? Okay, that's not very good. Man, is that thing expensive. Okay. Depth guard spam? Yeah, probably a little depth guard in time would be good. Okay, let's do this and mix in a couple of these. We need to get some Harry Potter action, so let's get our Harry Potter in here. You're a wizard. You're a lizard, Harry. John dead, yes. And cool. So that looks good to me. I think we can keep that. We probably, that is a really, really good debuff. So I think we got to keep that as well. And as far as this goes, I think we want that. If we cut that and then get rid of one of you, I think that's a build. Beastmen is rough. Yeah, Beastmen typically do pretty well against Coast with all their Ungor Raiders. That's the one thing that's very problematic. Trying to figure out how we effectively answer those. We could use Deck Hunters, but the problem is it's hard to see them, right? So we run into issues there. Okay, so we do this. Yeah, how do we kill those guys? Trying to think about how we make that happen. Okay, so I think initially we keep you guys out. We do this, and this. Okay, this is getting real crunk. A crab rush? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You could do like a big mass rush against them, but if Beastmen have Minotaurs, so they're typically going to do very well against you. That's where Death Guard polearms can come into play. I think they're very good in this matchup. The bloats are good for sending a message, but that's about it. You know, that's going to be their forte. And here, and here. Okay. I have some Haggard schemes here that may or may not work. You know, they may do very well, or it could just be awful beyond reason. Wish you luck with the Chaos Beasties. Saltspite does have a net, yeah. Saltspite's got some gimmicks. You could do some memeing with Aranessa. I'm doing a little bit more of a fun build here, though. It might be very good. It's a character is very, very fun. He's a cool one, so I think it's worth. All right, so from here we want to get you. Although we could get 2 regular ones, probably a better deal. Mourngul's in this matchup kind of get their butts kicked because Ungor Spears are what gets spammed out, right? So I think we call in that, and this, and this. And how can we squeeze in a little bit more? Yeah, we got 2 of you, 2. And then the Tide of Skilled, the most dreaded beast of all the lands. All right. I don't hate this build. Yeah, it could work really well. Could be an atrocity. Could be awful. Net Vangeist is a really fun combo, but I think you guys will appreciate the character. Okay. Matches are up. Good luck, good luck. All right. So the website should be working for everybody now. It's finally chugged through all of its issues. So we brought the man, the myth, the Luther Harkin, baby. How could we not bring Luther Harkin? He's so cool. I feel like if we have a Vampire Coast stream, we have to bring him. Even though he's not optimal in this matchup, probably. He might do work for us. You know, he's still a good fighter on the Beast. And yeah. I think the Bomber Zombies, oh yeah, but they get wrecked by Ungor Raiders. They get out-traded so freaking hard. So I don't know. Yeah. We do have Luther, though. Luther Harkin is a really fun character. He has spell resist of 30% too, so if they try and Traderkin him, he doesn't take as much damage as, you know, some other characters would. So I was like, oh, maybe there's like a niche application there, right? Hand grenade deckhand mobs. We do have some bomber units. You guys will see the strategy when we get in. The Bray herd is upon us. They rise from their farm stalls. Fortune favors the haggard. It does. So we have a front battle line of Zombos, which we're going to just put a couple of them here and here. Okay. These guys are going to go here, and then we're going to go ahead and move through the trees here. Although, do we really need to move through the trees? Probably not. Pistol mobs are just pretty solid against the Beastie Boys, in my opinion. So let's split them up a little bit. Split them up and get a little spacing. In Bomber Bats, my idea is that I'm going to like overwhelm the Ungor Raiders with them. I'm going to use Luther and the Raiders to sweep the skies and try and take them down. Yeah, that's my overall game plan. Lore of the Deep would have been okay here, potentially, but I need healing. You can't bring Luther Harkin against Beastmen without healing, because X is going to give it to him pretty hard. Like, Beastmen have a lot of stopping power, and Traderkin is really good, so we're expecting to take a bunch of damage. All right, so here's Luther. Big scary fighter on a Terrorgeist, and he has his pistol, so hoping we can do some damage. Let me message my opponent. All right. He didn't want to play on the dreaded Sunken Mire. That would have been our map. Shiver me timbers, yes. Yeah, Luther maybe. Maybe he'll be able to do something. Just gotta, be really on point with our micro on the Bomber Bats. All right, so let's see what he's got. So throwing axes. Yeah, so he was expecting a crab rush, it looks like. So he's unfortunately going to go get the points really quick. There's not a whole lot I can do about that, but we're going to move up with our bats and go have some fun. Luther's going to go there too. First call-in will probably be... we got a Gorble back there. Oh shit, okay. So he's going to get the points quick. I mean, obviously I'm a slow potato faction, so I can't really do too much there. We'll get one Deckhand Mob pistol, move it up just to try and contest this a little bit. And we can rip pistol shots, I think. I'm pretty sure he's out of range here of getting me back, so we could just like kind of try and pick off a couple of these cows. I think they're gonna start shooting here. Does Luther actually get a kill with his blunderbuss? Doesn't look like it. If he doesn't move, these bats are gonna wreck him. He's definitely gonna want to move. He needs to move. You better move, buddy. Those are gonna hurt if you get caught. Okay, he's microing, but yeah, he's gonna get some of those. All right, so then we just pull back before the volleys get in from the Ungor Raiders, and now we know what's going on, right? We take a tiny bit of damage, we lose like one bat, but it's not the end of the worlds, so those zombos will make it. And a lot of Ungor Raiders. Okay, so do we go Shade Wraiths? I think we get Depth Guard in case he's got some big power. And now Luther and company are just going to waddle up. So here we go. This is going to be the fight for the side objective. Pestigors against us? You know, they're fast. That's the one thing. They're fast, and they do have some good stopping power, so against Depth Guard, they're a reasonably good counter, actually. Alright, so we need to get the zombies. Zombie. Probably some scurvy dogs, too, around the side as well. So Raiders are coming, and we can respond with some scurviest of boys, the best of boys, and they're going to go and hunt. And we'll get you moving up, too. We got Luther, Harkin, and company preparing. For us, it's a very methodical kind of slow push, right? So we do this, and the doggos are going to go ahead and swarm here, so we're going to push up and push up. And let's try and tax his micro a little bit by moving this way. Yeah, here comes the zombies. We're seeing all the missiles being revealed. You got to be really careful with our dudes here. So the pistol mob should get in the action here very, very soon. So we're going to do this and have Luther do that. We do get one of his units there, which is great. So one of those Ungors is going to get nibbled on pretty hard. And we're going to do that. Let's get our caster over here to provide a little bit of healing. And it is now on. So let's get Luther to actually swarm those guys. We do get a nice volley right there on them, which is great. Let's pull back, juke a little bit with Luther. We just need to pressure the flank and make it a little bit messy for him here. And let's go ahead and do a breath attack right there as well on those guys and just keep moving up the zombie legion. We nibbled on those. Now we can do this. Great. Oh, hello. All right. So he's doing good. He's doing pretty great. Let's get these Ungor Raiders while we have a chance. And our caster is going to keep moving up. We need to just keep this zombie army moving that way. And what kind of damage are we going to get? We're going to get the bomber volley off? We do. All right. So we're going to pull back now. We see some Minotaurs coming in, so Death Guard polearms need to be ready to intercept them. So we're going to get you and go after the Minotaurs. Pull these guys back, do this, and we want zombies, and go ahead and drop a summon right here too. So we're going to get as many little actions as we can here. And Luther Harkin is now going to attack these Minotaurs on the side. So he's going to Hornswoggle them, get the Bomber Bats going there, and we do the Hornswoggle. All right, so the Butchers of Kalkengard are going to get Hornswoggled pretty nicely. We got a lot of frontline fighting going, and our Scurvy Dogs are still rampaging, so let's actually steal his back objective if he's not going to protect it, really. These are Ungor herds. Let's get you shooting the Minotaurs, and the Butchers of Kalkengard are getting it pretty good there, which is excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, so next up, let's call in Lamprey's Revenge, get a little like sustainability there, some good fighting. And our caster, our Harry Potter, is over here. So we can do a little bit of healing over here, I think is going to be good. You see the Bomber Bats are overwhelming the flanks, exactly what we wanted. So we're going to get the Chaos Warhounds in here, pull you guys back. And continue with our bomber rampage here. We don't want Luther to get caught up over here, so we're going to go ahead and get a breath attack on them. And now we're going to methodically work through a lot of these units. So the back objective is being defended reasonably well. You can see our bomber mobs are overwhelming his archer positions, which is really, really good for us. So we need to call in more support, because the support for Vampire Coast takes a long time to get there. So we're going to go ahead and try this out. All right, so just keep bomber mobbing down these guys. Our zombies are holding well. Is our caster dying somewhere? It is, but we should be all right. Let's go ahead and just drop a zombie summon here to help. Luther getting a rear charge in, and now we get some harpies on the way. So this is where it becomes a little bit dodgy, but not until we, already kill a lot of his units. So we're going to go this way. Hopefully Luther will get a terror route. Let's move you guys in. We got these Depth Guard polearms. Let's go over here to screen the Minotaurs. And we're going to go... Oh, did we steal his back objective successfully? We did. All right, let's get these pesties. So Luther's fighting hard. He does get the terror route, and now he's going to get back up. And we start to lose a little bit of momentum on this. All right, so let's see if we can get you. Let's get back up in the sky. Attack these halberds here. Lampreys are on the way. The depth guard can now move in and fight the Minotaurs. And we need to take out these pesties, yeah, if we can. All right, so the back objective's looking good. And let's go ahead and just get zombies and zombies coming up. Yeah, it takes them a while, so we got to start planning really far ahead here. All right, so let's do this. Luther's going to breath attack you. Should do some respectable damage. And the bomber bats are about out of steam, so unfortunately we did miss there, but we're going to go dive in. We're going to hornswaggle them also. All right, how are the bombers doing? They're clearing out quite a bit. The depth guard have moved in to fight. And did I lose my caster? No, I didn't. Okay, so that's nice. Let's just do a single target on the depth guard polearms here. Get them into the Minotaurs. We'll keep chasing the Lord. Let's rear charge the Minos. I think that's going to be a little bit better. And these halberds can come back here and help with that. We need to reinforce our home objective too, though. The fact that it's that defenseless is really not good. So let's get some pistol mobs up and get those guys saturating back out. All right, Luther is rear charging in. He's actually been very good here. I'm pretty pleased with Luther's performance, but yeah, we're kind of running out of ammo here. Value is good for us. We should have unsummoned the bats, but unfortunately I sent them into combat. Yeah, which is very Bronzodia, but it's all good. We're pushing back the front line, actually. You can see here Luther Harkin is doing very, very well. Yeah, he's pimping it. We need to get him away, though. Those Death Guard polearms definitely need an overcasted invo here. Like one to hit all these units. Yeah, Death Guard polearms into the Minotaurs, so he can charge back into Gorbel here. You're chilling there. My opponent's going to take his home objective back for sure. And now we just unsummon this unit. Although, we could probably take those Ungor Raiders. Yeah, probably worth taking them. Alright, so the Harpies are going after my caster. We're going to get the caster back. And Luther is showing that Gorbel who's boss. Oh, man. Remember the olden days when Luther Harkin was like the Dark Lord of Warhammer 2? Those were fun times. Alright, so let's get some pistol mobs up. Just some speedy capture weight. By speedy, I mean Vanguard deployment for this faction. We do get hit with Traderkin, but what's really cool is Luther has the spell shield. Check this out. Where is it? So all nearby units get 30% spell resist, including the Depth Guard that he's fighting with. How cool is that? That's really, really rad, isn't it? All right, let's do a big heal over here. Top those guys off. We get Luther, and we also get the crabs. A little bit of lag. Hopefully there's no disconnects here. Okay, come on. Hold, buddy. This is a game we're definitely winning, but if somebody disconnected, it'd be a huge shame. Is it me? No, it's him. Okay. I'm definitely not lagging. I just checked my business here. So we're preparing for the Helm's Deep, but I'm pretty sure we got this one. At this point, it's like he's running out of steam, and we pushed pretty well here. Hopefully my opponent's internet will hold. So it'd be a really big shame. Yeah, Death Guard polearm's doing great. Lamprey's Revenge can come back and fight the Pestigors. Luther's looking pretty dreaded. He does get his point, but that's why I reinforce his back point. To make sure we're not, you know, we can Helm's Deep is basically. And yeah, I got pistols and fresh zombies arriving. So this is like the second wave coming in, right? Let's attack here. Do this. It's coast to coast, baby. If we go 3-1 with coast today, dude, I'm going to be so happy. Okay, so Centaurs are coming up, but it shouldn't be a problem. We can go ahead and screen them out. We also can call in Scurvy Dogs if need be. Let's get a Depth Guard polearm up there just to make sure we really don't lose that objective. Because this one we have unlocked. Like, Luther is too much of a presence, right? He's going to be able to bully pretty much anything here. So, yeah, we get that position. We got halberds coming up. Luther's going to go show that Doom Bull who's boss, or that Gorbel. If only that happened in tabletop. Nice play, though. Yeah, he's outmaneuvering a little bit, but it's nothing we can't handle. Because we got speedy answers, right? We got, like, Scurvy Dogs and stuff, so we could just jump in there real quick and handle him. Another Traderkin, but the dreaded Spell Shield, dude. Who would have thought that would be cool, huh? All right, so you guys form ranks here. You get hit. Almost time for another overcasted. Probably actually just on yourself, just so that caster doesn't die. Let's get Luther going there and shoot, and Luther can try and waddle over, although we need to deal with those first. All right, so form ranks. Caster gets away. Fighting is going well in the blob. Luther's got that under control. Scurvy Dogs arrive and kill those units, and now the Depth Guard polearms have arrived, so there's basically no chance they get that point. All right, so we Hornswoggle. We see Centaurs moving over, but we can respond with Scurvy Dogs. You got a lot of mobility here. The old Vampire Coast has still got it, baby. It's still got it. That's good. It's bullying some cows. Yeah, it certainly is. Luther can maneuver over here, though, and we should be fine. All right, let's get on these. Form ranks. Dogs come out here and go fight those guys. You guys form ranks there. You got pistol shots here. You're here, and Luther needs to go hunting. Yeah, it's go time. Depth Guard polearms, pull them back. Scurvy Dogs are all over him. You can see we're swarming all over the place. And you guys can just go fight there. Okay, Luther, let's go get his character. We could probably kill that cow by now. And I think we're okay here, so let's farm ranks on the objective. Let's farm ranks, and you guys can go push up. Okay. So Luther's going for the kill here. He's going for it. Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. He's terrified now. Scurvy dogs are all over him. We do get Traderkind again, which hurts, but we can respond with a little bit of love of our own. Some overcasted invocation of LOL. We're going to try it, and we're going to hopefully get this beast character off the battlefield. That'd be really nice. This player is good, though. His micro is very good. He's got some great micro. Yeah, so the Bomber Bats is kind of an old tech that you used to see against bow units. Yeah, that guy's broken, so he's going to run. That's going to break the cow's leadership. And pistols, and you guys go there. So Luther's got him off the battlefield. Luther's value so far, 1,500 isn't bad. He's still full health, too, and he causes terror. So there's a lot of things there that are quite good, right? We'll get the depth guard coming up. You guys can just go shoot these guys, maybe, form ranks. Let's get another Bomber Bat coming in. Let's put him in group 4. And come up and clean up whatever we need to. Luther has successfully chased the cow off the battlefield, so at this point, there's probably not much left for him here. We got some Minotaurs with great weapons. We can start nibbling on them and pull back to the objective. Bomber mobs, let's rotate. Depth guard over there. We're up pretty massively on value. Yeah, I really liked Luther here, actually. He felt really good. He's able to really dominate a lot of the Minotaur fights, right? Do we want to fight a Minotaur with great weapons? Probably not. Get these guys moving here. Those are some scurvy doggos. I think you guys are just on guard duty back here. Caster can chill out, and we can take the elites to the back objective and just leave the trash units here. Yeah, I'll let you guys hold. And at this point, you would want to call in some sustainability, just some like meat to hold the points. All right. So bomber mobs, let's keep cruising. Blast it. We grab this. And hey, man, Luther still got it, baby. He still got it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the Bomber Bats are good. They're pretty cheap, honestly. That was a cool game. GG, well played. Yeah, Luther, man. Look at that. Let me say GG to my opponent. GG, well played, dude. So 2-1. Hey, worst case, we go 50-50 now today, right? That's solid. That's solid. Oh my God, are you guys talking about Space Ghost, Coast to Coast? I used to love that show back in the day. Oh God, it was so good. 90s and early 2000s stuff was really fun. Yeah, Terrorgeist was a respectable mount. It was. Okay, so report score. That's going to be Vampire Coast. We're bringing the Coast win rate up, baby. Versus Beastmen. And where are the Beastmen at? All right, so Beastmen are here. GG, well played to my opponent. He had good micro. He was very, very cagey with his micro. It was hard to catch him. He's arisen from the deep. He has. Yeah, Luther was a beast. I mean, his value wasn't crazy, but he bullied the Minotaurs a lot, which was nice. And the reason I brought him was to protect the bomber mob. So if my opponent brings Harpies, Luther can chase them and terror out them off. That was the whole plan. Bomber Bats, though, carried the game. Even though their value wasn't amazing, they routed like half the raiders in the beginning, right? So that felt very good. My opponent's build was good. He had answers for big armor, for small stuff. It was just, it struggled a little bit in the face of the aggression. He should have pulled back more. I think you don't bring Pestigores. That would be my only criticism of his build, would be Pesties. I would probably go with like Gore Herds with shields, or Gore Herd dual weapons. But yeah, other than that, it was pretty good. You have... Stalking my opponent. Okay, so let's check this out. Yeah, he's a good player. He's saying that he's just getting into multiplayer. He's played a handful of games, but honestly, yeah, really good fundamentals. Really, really solid. Okay, so we got that reported, and now we can go over the patch notes. So total war patch notes. Let's pull them up. The Bloat Lord meta? Yeah, it is. Was it 4.2.0? Is it that one? No, that was a while back. Lizardmen? Lizardmen are definitely favored against Ghost, in my opinion. Okay, so let me set this up here. And I think we still have a little bit of time. Let me check. Yeah, we do. That was a faster game. So we're a contender. It depends on how well Grombrindle. Oh, Grombrindle's not doing so hot. Is he still playing right now? So the person we lost to needs to win some games. And it looks like he's only won one game since... Yeah. Top 4, what is it looking like? We have Outer Region Hadries, Shaper of Fate, and Serkia in our top 4. Subutai is lost to Outer Region. So it does not look like the dreaded land ships were able to carry him. Were you aware of Luther's weapon effect? It certainly, yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, no, the weapon effect is cool for Luther. It gives you a miscast chance, I think. Yeah, silenced. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so you could just sit with Luther, right, and just shoot a caster character and just silence him for the, like, you know, most of the game. That's really good. I kind of forgot about how that, you know, he doesn't see too much action, but he's really expensive. He's almost 3,000. But I brought the Magic Void, which is 200 gold, which against V-Spam is really worth it because of the Trader Kin spam. I like that. All right, so patch notes. Let's go find them. I think I have them right here. All right, so let me figure out how to press this button. Okay, Frostworm rescaling. This is where it kind of begins. The Frostworm reducing its size by roughly 1/3. And it looks like it's getting armor. Bonus first large. Oh, shit. Okay. So plus 30 armor and plus 25 bonus first large is pretty damn good. Now, it would require some testing, but honestly, that is pretty good. Now, Kislev is so broken, though, already. They don't need more help. But the Frostworm definitely was a bad unit. I'm very happy to see them buff it. But Kislev needs a handful of other nerfs. Okay, so now we need to go to the battle balance. So Pestigors, yeah. Goreherds getting a cost reduction. I don't hate that. Yeah, 600 for Goreherds, that's fine. Demons of Chaos, number of entities on Furies. This is a big buff. So this is going to be very big. You got 20 more Furies. They lose some hit points, but overall they got, wow, 15 leadership, 5 armor, and more mass. So this is really good. I don't know if it's just for Demons of Chaos. I assume it's for all the Furies, but this is a massive change. That's going to make all the demon factions, including the warrior factions, you know, marginally better. That's a big change right there. Malachi Makaisen, in order to... Okay, so he just shoots 1 shot now. Had his missile weapon adjusted from a triple shot scatter gun to a triple shot rifle. Okay. So yeah, I mean, Malachi's going to be fine. You know, he's nothing terribly exciting there. So the Thunder Barge got big nerfs. It lost HP. Its melee defense is down to 4. It's lost 30 armor. And I believe they fixed its hitbox too. I don't know if that mentions it here. Now, I'm going to do some testing games off stream first. I'm going to get some good players together. And we're going to test out the Thunder Barge before I add it back to events. Because it's a really potentially broken thing. But it's something that we're at least going to reevaluate before I allow it, at least in my events. Flame Cannon got some range. It's still going to suck. So don't get too excited. All right, so that's single player, flame cannons. Yeah, this is all single player stuff. Single player. Gyro bombers. Okay, gyro bombers got an HP increase. That's kind of cool. Yeah, cool. No complaints. Happy to see it. Other gyrocopters getting an HP increase, so slight buff to those. It looks like brimstone guns got a damage increase. No, hit points, base damage, and minimum range. Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. I still think brimstone guns are worse than the steam cannons. You know, they also made the burner do more damage to itself. That's good to hear. Yeah. That's good to hear. So Hawkland long rifles got plus 50 gold, which is something I had been suggesting. Because they're just really cost effective at 850 or whatever they were, 875. So yeah, I think that's a good change. It's very, very small, but overall I think that's good. They're more in line with like the other faction stuff, right? Because the Jezzails and the Cathay ones are like 1,000 gold, so they needed a little cost increase, I think, which is good. Corn, so yeah, their Furies got buffed. The Toad Dragon was another one that I was pitching to CA to take 300 off, and it looks like they listened. So the Toad Dragon got minus 300, so it's only 2,100 now. It's still probably not super good, but it's much more viable now. You know, 2,400 is an arm and a leg, but 2,100 is a reasonable price. Hopefully that is also factored into Tamercon too, on his mount. And it turns faster too, yeah, so that's big. So the Toad is going to be more maneuverable. I don't know why they lowered its morale. Like, why do they have to do that? That doesn't seem like that was necessary to me, but it's fine. Slanesh Furies got buffed, Chaos Furies. Warriors of Chaos, the Chaos Torture Lord of Nurgle got a HP decrease. Okay. So we're just seeing minor adjustments to the HP on all the Nurgle mounts and whatnot. Abilities, Call of the Wilds, 3 down to 1. Hurricane of Death, that's the dwarf spin to win. The Mistwalker Barrage now spreads and does a lot more damage. We've seen that. And the Feast of the Maggot Lord for Tamarkon is shorter range now, which is probably more fair. Not that, I mean, it didn't really matter. Tamarkon was kind of niche, but it makes more sense. It's not like the thing is going to fly 100 meters in the air and get you, right? You need to be like on top of them. The mount didn't get a turn speed increase. Okay, that's good to know. Buna got nerfed a little bit. I think that's fine. It's whatever. Traderkin, Traderkin got nerfed too. Wow, that's big. Okay. That would have been good to know going into today's tournament, right? And Dwellers Below, armor piercing has been increased. Branch damage removed. Effect duration 5. Okay. Below and upgrade is too volatile after our... So we've elected to return it to its damage. Okay. Got it. The Dwellers got changed to Buna. So this is Elspeth's Breath Attack as well. It got a big damage reduction. I'll show you. It's much more fair now. It's not like... Before, her Breath Attack would bring like anyone down like 50%, but now it's it lost a fair bit of damage. It lost armor piercing. Its radius is less. Overall nerfs are good. The Thunderburner, so it looks like, yeah, the Thunderbarge is going to take more damage from its aftershock thing, from its afterburners. Whirlwind of Death. Honestly, it was an okay ability. Yeah, the one on the Dwarf Slayers. Yeah, it was okay. Let me just check to make sure people aren't waiting on me. Okay, we still have a couple games going. Yeah. Endless Whirl of Death. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So just like minor adjustments to that. Looks like the duration is lowered and, small nerfs. It's whatever. All right. Final Transmutation is here too. Did I miss that? Oh, Final Transmutation. Okay. This is our version of the Accidental Overwrite in 5.0. Got it. So Final Transmutation got buffed. It just got fixed. I don't know. We'll have to test it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull up. We allowed Elspeth's Breath Attack to be played today, so it is in the tournament. I tested it last night, and it didn't seem that bad. We'll put her on the dragon, and we'll test it against like Kolek or something. I think that's fine. That's a good old test. It's still very good, though. Still very good, right? All right. They nerfed the non-overcast version by accident. Oh, got it. Okay. So they brought it back to normal. So the change to Mistwalkers makes it worse now. Eltharion was good for exactly one hotfix. Now he's dead again. Yeah. Bone says I never got to try him. Oh, did they brought Eltharion back down, huh? Yeah. Have you played any matches? Yeah, we played 3 matches. We had some really good games today. They've been super fun. Just checking the tournament to see... We got 1, 2, 3, 4 games still going. Mage of Death. The Lady of Nuln. So here we are. So before this would do like 4,000 damage to him. And it's still good, but that's not like as busted. Like that's not that much damage. The old Breath Attack would have put him down to like, I don't know. I remember it doing like 4,000 or 5,000 damage. This is way better. It's still very good for sniping. Like you can do some power combos, right? You like Spirit Leech, and then you do like Death Timekeeper too, and that's like a ton of draining on Kolek. You can see he's going to lose a lot of HP here, but it's not what it was before. Like he's taking it like a champ. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad, but still very good. She's really expensive though. It would half him before. Yeah. Yeah, no, they did a good job with that. It's like, it's not busted, but it's still viable, It's still good. Like, if you were in a clutch moment trying to finish a character, because Elspeth's really pricey. If you bring her with, like, Spirit Leech and Buna, or even just Spirit Leech, which is pretty common, you'd probably... Yeah, she's really expensive, like, over 3,000. It's a lot. Against engaged aspiring champions? Yeah. All right, so check in here to see. Refreshing the brackets. How's my tiebreaker doing? I don't think he's doing too hot. Oh, my tiebreaker, no. Grombrindle. I needed him to win games to get me into the top 4, but he's not winning games, so my tiebreaker is pretty bad. Okay, perfect. Yeah, chariots are always buggy. Like the hitboxes on chariots, they're just like if you shoot a chariot with a cannon, it does like double damage. Yeah, I don't think Eltharion needed a nerf. I don't know. Maybe somebody in the land battle community said something about it because I sure as hell didn't. Like, there was nothing being said about Eltharion being problematic. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. All right, guys. If we could also get a happy birthday in chat to one of our all-time glorious mods, Puling. They've been modding our channel for years and years, since 2017, putting in work, hanging out, being a core part of the family. So if we get a big happy birthday for Puling, that'd be great. Happy birthday, Puling. We appreciate you. We're all here for you. We got you. We're going to try and bring home the W. We'll bring something cool in our last game because it looks like we're not going to get top 4 probably, but we'll try. Yeah, AoE boys swept around. Yeah, that's right. Happy birthday, Puling. Yeah, let's go. Let's get it. I remember going all the way back. It must have been like when my channel had like, oh man, it must have been like 100. Oh God, within the first 500 to 1,000 subscribers we had. Puling was definitely one of the first people there and was just always been there ever since. Like the entire Discord community that you see is just like all of that put together largely due to Puling's effort. So like all the channels and communities. So shout out Puling. We all love you. Right on. So it's go time, man. Let's close it. Let's close it out. Let's get that last one there. And once again, happy birthday, Misha. We'll try and bring it home for you with the dreaded Colossus. The Colossus is such a cool unit. I wish it was a little bit better. Okay, we got one game left, or is it finished? Okay, it looks like the round may be finished now. Yeah, I think it is. Have I tried Homeworld yet? I've not. I looked at it. It didn't call to me too much. Yeah. All right, cool. So I think the round is done. Let me make sure there's no drama. Okay, I think we're good. So let's advance to Swiss. Happy Solar Revolution, yeah. I remember you, HGM. I remember you. Yeah, you complain about the high elves daily. Yeah. No, I remember you as well. God, yeah, that was a long time. Yeah, Homeworld didn't really tickle my pickle when I looked at it. Yeah, I looked at it last night after you guys told me, and it didn't do it. Puling says, thanks. I think Pone and I were competing for third viewer between yourself. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you and Pone. I think that Puling, I think you were there before. Who was there first? You or Pone? It would have been close. I think you might have been though. Old man Pone's been around since before the sun appeared. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. And it is go time. So we got our matchup here. Let's do it. It's game 3. And what maps do we have here for the next round? Goblins, our game is live. So let's see what we got here. Round is live. Okay. And for the maps, who's going to be doing the bans? So my opponent will start, and they will start on the maps. And it's going to be Rift at the World's Edge, Altar of the Champion, or Imperial Road for this one. All right. So we get the maps. You start, and then we'll go from there. I have no idea. Oh, is it Skaven? Oh my god, we have Skaven versus Coast. Yes, this matchup's actually very fun. Sniping Pone, as we call him. Always trying to stream snipe. Pone says, fun fact, I discovered Turin when I was coming to his channel to hate on him for beating Arab Carthage. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Pone was coming to hate on me. Oh, man. Okay. So the Rift at the World's Edge is going to be banned. And let's go ahead and play the... We shall play Altar. Okay. So we're going to do Altar of the Champion. I love this map. I think it's a really cool one. And it's go time. Let's see what my opponent's got. Dude, it's been really fun today seeing all these new faces in the tournament as well. We've had a lot of new faces in here, which is really, really cool to see. The community flourishing, and you know, despite some of the haggardness we have, it's still going strong, which I love to see. All right, Rat Revolution. Yes. Skaven versus Coast. What year is it? Well, it's an SFT, so my opponent's also 2-1, so they've won 2 games and lost 2 as well. So it's been good. So something like this probably is fine. Let's get the blocker up here. I might change the build a little. We're not sure. And then yes and yes. Can you dig it? All right, I can dig it. I can dig it for sure. Song of Enthrallment, we'll cut that. And we got a little bit of dough left over. Bomber mobs have always been respectable against the rats, but you don't necessarily need them. Lampreys isn't bad, just for, you know, having a little something something. Okay, Scurvy Dogs you pretty much always have to max out on, in my humble experience. Zombie versus Clan Rat, yes. Spam Handgunner. Handgunners are overkill against Skaven. Like, you're shooting Clan Rats. You don't need, like, you don't need too much. Oh, God. Getting one bloat to send a message would be incredibly fun, but also would probably risk me losing engagements. Okay, so we're going to do this, and my opponent's ready already. I'm a little bit nervous because they picked Clan Eshin, you know? I'm feeling like that's a little bit dodgy. Clan Eshin does not mess around. Uh-huh. Okay, it's time. We're going off the deep end, baby. So this, and I don't hate a single Siren against rats, just for like a quick terror on the battlefield. But overall, yeah, we got you guys. The Zombos are here. The Rotting Leviathan pick is interesting, but I think it's just too janky. I think it's a little bit Jankimus Prime. Yeah, call you in. Animated Hulks are cute, but they're like, they don't feel very good against Skaven, to be fair. Alright, I like this build so far. I think it's fine. And we can do Tide Call, and we can also do the... yeah, baby, I like that. That's fun. Alright, let's get it. All hail the mighty. They're rising from the deep. It's time, dude. Let's get it. With crooked sails and incredible tales. We're calling in the seas. I think is how the lyrics go. It's such a good shanty. Hands down, one of the best soundtracks. Hands down. Yeah, crabs are good. Okay. Against Skaven, though, I mean, they have a lot of, like, rat ogres and clan rat spears, so I don't think that's that good. Do it, you won't. I did bring Vangeist Revenge. How dare you? We can vote on the next single faction tournament now. Before the stream's over, we'll have a vote. Yeah, this player's very good. I think I've seen them play. I'm not sure. I mean, going 2-1 in a tournament is not easy. There's a ton of good players. So, yeah, this is going to be a hard game. All hail the mighty. Is there anyone that still plays Warhammer 2 1v1s? Probably not, that I know of. I doubt it, you know, because this game has all the same stuff and more. So, unless... Yeah, I would suspect not. But, I mean, maybe. You might be able to find a match on there. People, you know, you'd be surprised. There are a lot of people who play old games, so. So we got bomber rats, or, excuse me, bomber mobs. And we got pistol mobs galore. You want to spam pistol mobs because they can shoot against the ogres and other big targets, right? Sloster is amazing here. You just get her to... You just got to avoid Deathmaster and you're going to be chilling. Okay. We'll send one zombie over to go try and get that side objective, even though we're going to play the open field more. Oh, you guys didn't want to see the blocker? Yeah, Wraithstorm is not... It's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say Wraithstorm is a good ability. It's not like, you know, broken or anything, but it's certainly not bad. So we got to watch out for little rats trying to infiltrate our backfield, because Eshin rats will for sure try. So we're going to go ahead and patrol the flanks with our bat mob, or our bat goon squad here. So they're going to go explore the battlefield and look around, yeah. All right, team. You guys didn't want the blocker? Are there still old tournament players who still play? Oh yeah, there's a handful. I mean, I am. I've been playing tournaments since early Warhammer 2. Yeah, I mean, not a ton, but yeah, there's a handful. I mean, certainly there's a lot of the players who are very good at this were also good at Warhammer 2. Like, you know, Outer Region played Warhammer 2, and Houseplant played Warhammer 2. So yeah. All hail the screen blocker. All right. Here we go, baby. Let's have some fun. Okay, so it's going to be the Mad Inventor Rat Icket Claw. So let's set you up here, here, and here. We're going to get you guys over this way and move here. And it's going to be Icket with Howling Warpgale and Cleansing Rune. Really, really nice kit of spells. We got the Mortars at the ready, General. The Howling Warpgale is going to be a little bit scary, but we're going to move up. The objectives are being grabbed already by the rats. By the Foul Skaven. Yes, yes. What is Icket on? He's on his little flare thing. Okay. So we gotta watch out for Eshin rats, though, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get some scurvy dogs and start scouting the woods, because they could be all up in there right now, for all we know. Celostra here. Probably needs some proper answers to fight Icket, so we need to get some mass called in. So I would say Lampreys is gonna be one of our first call-ins here. So we're just gonna block you here. We're gonna yield that side objective and just kind of keep scouting here. So it looks like they're shooting at us there. No problem. So mortars, yeah, we actually hit the scurvy dogs, which is kind of funky. And we can just, yeah, shoot at whatever gets in range here. So you guys need to waddle up. Celostra going to come. Celostra is really good in this matchup for a couple of reasons. But yeah, we need to get that mass out here soon. I think I'd rather not wait too long and just get a Mourngul to hunt down Icket. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. What the hell hit us? Oh, was that Storm Demon? Oh, Jazales. Oh, sneaky, sneaky. Okay, so Celostra needs to get back. That was potentially bad. And Bomber Bats, let's go have them start clearing this out. So we're going to get you guys and take the Mourngulls over there too. Yeah, Jazales. All right, so sneaky, sneaky Jazales. So let's get 3, 4, and then you can shoot here too. Okay, cool. So Celostra needs to be careful. Let's go ahead and do a little tide call. Oh my God, I always do that with my mouse. Although it's still going to be an okay cast. Yeah. I like double click there at the end, which is really, really troll. All right, so the side objective, we're going to clean this one up. And we actually can probably go get a freebie on that play called Catapult right now. All right, so let's get you moving up here, and the pistol mobs can just shoot whatever. Let's get you guys heading that way, and pistols are at the ready. And yeah, the side objective play is going good. Let's get the regular bomber mob to come help out there. And now the brass orb is going to tickle us here, so we're going to do this. It's a little bit of a crowded area over here, isn't it? Yeah, it kind of is. 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to switch our mortar targets here and here. Let's get the pistol mobs up. Bomber mobs can be here. And then we have another tide call, which we can do right there. It's going to hit a lot of those guys. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that tide call. That was a beauty. That was a beauty right there. All right, side point. How's this going? It's going pretty good. We see the catapult getting taken offline. We need to finish that. Celostra is going to wait for the Jazales, and it looks like some sneaky rats are trying to get around the side, but Vampire Coast is very, very good at defending, so not very good, but it's a respectable defense force. All right, so we got these guys moving in. Let's get a terror out on them. Let's get you guys going, and you guys can move on to the scurvy dogs here. On the side point, we do get the catapults offline, and the Mourngulls and company will probably get their clutches on that objective. Next up, we can call in a Night Terror. They're really good, so we can call them in to stop this here. You guys shoot the Rat Ogres. Celostra is going to go ahead and use the Damn Knights Errant now to ride those guys down, and you can attack Icket as well. Bomber mobs do this, and let's get the Knights Errant to go in Lance Formation because it's super freaking cool, and now they're going to go here. All right. So if I can, I will try and get a Vangeist Revenge this game. I will try my best. These scurvy dogs didn't find any ambushers, so no Eshin shenanigans here. Bomber Bats are clearing out the side objective very, very well. Yeah. So we're hanging. We're doing all right. Icket's getting hunted by a bunch of doggies, but it should be fine. And bomber mobs. Let's move you guys up. And start on this. So let's do a little bit of a tide call right there. Looking nice. And these cavalry, let's see if we could route these wolves off the map. So we're going to get Celostra up on the point. And I think it's time to put the Fear of God in my opponent and call in the dreaded Bloat. Oh. Oh, God, it's so good. So we route those Scurvy Dogs instantly, which is awesome. Icket, we can go ahead and hit here. Let's just force move all these guys up. Let's get these Halberds moving up here. We got our clutches on the objectives. Ooh, double Eshin Sorcerer. Okay, wow, I just got nuked. Oh my God, the Ninja Stars from the Eshin Sorcerers are no joke. Okay, so we got our clutches on the side objective. Let's collapse around the back. Let's get these bombers to fly over here, and you guys can stay put. Man, I might need to just whip out a Fat Vangeist to send a message here. So let's attack. Get you back this way. Pistol mobs forming ranks. And we might need to like go on a secret agent mission. And try and get those little rats down here with some dogs. Alright, let's go nibble on them. Alright, so the knights have worn off. And we got Icket trapped up here. We're going to attack now. The objective here should be unlocked pretty well. Let's stagger our pistol mobs a little bit so it's a little cleaner. And unfortunately these guys do get nibbled on. But let's bomb these guys off. Icket Claw plays a dangerous game. He's near the edge of the map with terror, so that's very scary. We do have the casters caught, and where's the bloat? Oh, secret agent bloat. It's go time. Oh, really, really good. My opponent caught me unawares. Nice, very well played. Yeah, I got really, really lackluster on my defenses, and Icket's potentially going to get chased off the battlefield if he's not careful. So, all right, so let's get you guys on the Eshin Sorcerers. Go route those guys off. It's time to hail the mighty a little bit. And the bloats are going to make their way through. Unfortunately, they don't do much damage against SEs, but it is what it is. Did our dogs in the back get rid of those guys? Not before we lose, like, potentially all 3 mortars. Really, really nice. Oh, dodge it! Dodge it! Oh! Okay, we got to do something. Hurry, cast it before you die. It's going to start crumbling. Oh! Okay, whatever. It sends a message. Okay, bloat, let's go. Hopefully that hits something. We don't know. And Slauster can do a tide call just to slow them. Okay, secret agent bloat. Let's go after the wolf rats. And our mortars thankfully stabilized. That's nice. So we got our 2 mortars online still. Come on, bloat. Take the angle of pursuit. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack Icket here. Keep chasing with these. Dude, the dreaded Ninja Star sniping. I did not expect that. Okay, let's unsummon here. Come on, baby. Is there more rats coming in? Oh. Oh, come on. No, Icket. Stop it. That's cheating. Oh, no. That should do a lot of damage against SEs. That's like a huge explosion, right? I feel like that should. All right, let's move you guys up. Move you guys back on the objective here. We've got a pretty considerable value lead. It'd be hard for them to come back. What we do is we just resummon Slauster at this point. So that's going to be the play. We can get some Sirens in, but they don't feel terribly helpful. Let's go ahead and shoot Icket here. Shoot Icket here. Form ranks. Form ranks. Cool. We can bomber mob you. I don't think there's going to be too much of a chance that the side objective gets taken when the Depth Guard arrive. So move you here. And do we have any Vanguard deployment? We don't really need too much in the way of Vanguard. We'll get 1 Siren just to terror out things. And call it a day. Oh, looks like we might need a little mortar protection here. So we got these guys to protect. Mortars can nuke those units coming in. And the Night Terrors, let's go get those damn Eshin Sorcerers if we can and see if we can finally bunker bust them off. Yeah, so this Skaven get a bit of a second wind here. Maybe calling in the bloat was a mistake. See if my opponent can make me regret it. Good micro, though. Very, very good micro. And able to swarm around very well. Sirens are cruising up, and I think it's Lampreys time. I think we do Lampreys, although the dogs will just be useful for getting up and nibbling, so let's get a dog there. All right, so we're going to keep chasing those guys, and we have the Night Terrors. They can keep going this way. We have the dogs here to intercept those, and our Scurvy Dogs have arrived there also. That's going to be a nice flensing something or other. But yeah, Death Guard will dominate all these rats on the objective, so I ain't worried about it. That side point should be good for us. All right, so yeah, the capture weight difference is minuscule there, so I think we're fine. We intercept the rats again. The Night Terrors are looking for the Eshin Sorcerers, but they're just too sneaky for us, which is hilarious. And can we get this guy? Not yet. Slauster, I think, is probably the call-in to get our caster back. And I really don't want to risk losing objectives because, you know, I've lost games where I felt comfortable before. So we're going to get some dogs there to just control that. Sirens have arrived. They're going to terror out. We have double terror in the middle. Not that it, like, you know, gets even worse as you get more or whatever, but it's still something. We see the Eshin Sorcerers with the concealment bombs. Not all bloated corpses wear capes. That's right. Not all of them. Get a pistol mob here and just start shooting at old Icket. My opponent's been really cagey with their Icket Claw micro. They have. And we mass route them off that point. So they've been triple capped for a while. They've been triple capped for a hot minute. We'll park some Scurvy Dogs back here. Ikit's getting it. Mortars are shooting at the advancing rats. We got dogs here. Yeah, should be able to get them off. And on the side point, we're looking very, very comfortable. So let's take these depth guard back to the middle. We do get nailed there, so let's get the bomber mobs before they break. You attack the triads, move up on the point. Those are clan rats with shields, and Ikit is just trundling in the back. He's having a good old jolly time. Celestra could come back. I think I have enough WOM to justify it, and also getting another Night Summon would be very good, so I think we call her in. I think it's more impactful than Lampreys. Oh, the bomber mobs. Nice, nice. All right, so we get this. Let's get you up. Up this way. You guys intercept, and we're just going to surround and flank. Let's chase off those rat ogres, make sure they go away. Ikit could attack that unit back there. They're only 300 gold, so it doesn't matter too much for us. And Depth Guard rotating to the middle should be able to get the job done. So we got another Triad unit coming in. Triads trade really bad into dog units, and Sirens will also terror out them. So I think we're fine. And hey, if we win this, that's 3-1 with Coast today, man. I'm very pleased with that. So dogs are really good for this, right? Like we attack with our shithouse unit, and then we flank with those, and that's going to be doing some work. So we do this. You attack there, and do we have any speedy boys? We do have another speedy boy, so let's get these. Have them go there. Celestra is coming back to face the wrath of the dreaded Ninja Stars once again. Then we flank that unit. Should be able to break that clan rat easy peasy. Ikit is just doing God knows what. He's having a good jolly time back here. And yeah, cool. So Depth Guard onto the Eshin Sorcerers. Mortars, we still have one. Mortars are very good against Skaven, very good. So yeah, so we definitely win this fight here. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong, but I think we got this one in the bag. The Skaven have just been triple cap for too long, and they're also behind on value. So I think it's time we hail the mighty a little bit. So let's actually go over here to hail the mighty and see if we can get a little something something. So we're gonna pull you back. Scurvy dogs dominate wolf rats in combat. It's a very one-sided fight. Skaven are not supposed to have like good hound units. All right, so how can we do this without annihilating too many of our own units? Oh, yes. Ikit is jungling? Is that what you said? That's pretty funny. Oh, yes. Oh, cannonballs on rats. Obliterate them. Fire everything. All right. So we need to move some guns over there to support. Slaughter will terror out things. We have the damn Knights Errant. We can use to clean stuff off, too. Wow, how the hell did that fight not go well, by the way? That's weird. Ikit's almost dead. Let's shoot him with the guns here. And then do we have a bat? Yeah, let's send a fell bat over there to help with this. Hello, those clan rats defeat those guys 2v1. There must have been some shenanigans. So Celestra is going to summon some damn Knights Errant. Those damned Knights Errant. They're so problematic. We'll call them in. Attack here. The rest of you guys probably stay in mid. We can bring the Night Terrors over. We're just going to route all the Skaven off. Look at that. Just the Bretonnian Knights. Just instantly route them all off. I love that play. That's so cool. That's so cool. So pistol mobs. Let's go here and shoot Ikit if we can. He's playing a dangerous game here. All right. GG, well played to my opponent. Played a good match. 3-1 today. No, 3-1. We won. Oh, you were 2-2, old Wookie. Nice. That's really good. Going 2-2 in tournaments is very respectable, especially if you're newer. Yeah, we went 3-1 here. With Coast 2, and here's the thing, guys. The first game was very winnable. If I had practiced that matchup more against Dwarves, I haven't played Vampire Coast in months. I think we could have won that first Dwarf game, but yeah, Mortars were fine. Celestra's Ghosts were good. Pistol Mobs, Night Terrors were awesome. And the Bloated Corpse got 152 value. Let's go. That one was for you, Puling. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Dude, I loved my opponent's sniping. Yeah, she did a great job with these, with the ninjas. 109, 884. That really caught me off guard. Like the sniping of Celestra, that was very cagey. I like that a lot. That was good. Okay. GG. Okay. Just got to fix some scores here. No problem. And report our own scores. Okay, so going to the brackets. Let's refresh this. We've done it. If we hadn't lost, we would have won. That's in Sun Tzu's Art of War. Yes. Christopher, with tattered sails and incredible tales. Yeah, not bad. If we had a good tiebreaker round one. Damn. Yeah, we didn't get the tiebreaker of the gods. Did that get reported already? Oh, my opponent reported it. Okay, sounds good. So where are we at? So we are looking at Scrambled Egg Special, who reported their score wrong. My fellow Coast Enjoyer went also 3-1 today. So, oh no, went 2-2. Okay, so we actually had the best Coast run. Yeah, 3-1 for Coast. I mean, that will drag the win rate up. It for sure will. Oh no, he won his third game. Okay, so the other Coast player went 3-1 also. Huh. I wonder if they have a chance at top 4. That'd be cool. So Big B's outer region looking pretty good for top 4. Hadries and Solo. Yeah, that's nice. And then is Subutai still playing? Does he have a chance? He's playing someone named Harrison. Okay. So yeah, we'll probably see some Empire, I would imagine, in top 4. We're dragging him out of the pits, dude. We are indeed. Okay, so that's going to be no problem. Should fix that. And then we just save that. What is Hadries playing? I'm not sure what he's playing. Let me double check. So going to the declaration. We have a lot of Lizardmen here today. And we have... Okay, we have a green skin in top 4, which is cool to see that they're back in business. They never left, in my opinion. And where's Hadries' declaration? Hadries. What is he playing? And it's it's so cool to see our tournaments getting these kind of numbers consistently, and it's not even that close to the DLC anymore too. It's definitely in a decent spot. Just a couple little things need to be hammered out. Okay, I'm looking for Hadries' declaration. Did he pick Slanesh? Oh shit, we have Slanesh and Greenskins in top 4. Followed up by... Okay. Slanesh, Greenskins, and Outer Region probably is going to make top 4. Is he on Korn? He's betrayed Korn for a long time. He has. Okay. Well, the other ones aren't for sure yet, but those two are looking pretty likely. Yeah. Perfect. We're all set here. Let's refresh that. That should be working now. So scrambled egg. Let's see what his tiebreaker looks like. Hey, Turin, can you ask CA why the Toe Dragon has such bad AP damage? It's driving me crazy. Yeah, I can ask. It has bad AP. How much? We just got home. We actually didn't suffer that much. Yeah, today was good. It was smooth. We discovered some cool techs. Like I really liked Luther Harkin in that one matchup. He was awesome against the Beastmen. Like he could fight the monsters. His sniping on the characters was good. He causes terror. There's a lot of nice stuff. Would you say that there are going to be some of the new units banned in tournaments? Yeah, there's some borderline. There are some. We have some restrictions, sadly. But that's okay. Hey, Professor Pone getting the W in the last round too. Nice job, Pone Dog. Good games today, man. So yeah, now we're just waiting for the final round. So Hadries looks like he's in top 4, but he's still playing right now against Serkia. But they both have really good tiebreakers, so they're likely both to make it. Serkia is playing. What is Serkia playing? We got 3 Korn players playing today. 4 Korn players. Oh my god. Some Chaos Dwarf Chads. Gotta love to see it. Gotta love to see it. Did Blood Penguin sign up today and play? Blood Penguin's super good with Empire. Oh, okay. So Blood Penguin did play, but they lost the game. That's surprising on Empire. Although I think people kind of overreacted to Empire a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was like, oh my god, Empire is so oppressive, you know, blah, blah. Well, I feel like they have the boats are really oppressive, but now that Elspeth's been fixed and the boats are limited to 1, I feel like it's not too bad. Korn struggles in land battle. They're much better in Dom. It's kind of, Theon, it's a bit of a reverse situation. In domination mode, Korn is actually respectable because they have like good, really nice mobility and good sustained fighting on objectives. They're not like a top tier faction, like lower mid tier. I think they've kind of graduated to because Korn got some buffs this patch, right? Korn got cost reductions on some units and their demon units. The Bloodletters got a buff too, so that's big. And now their Furies are buffed as well. So Korn got a lot of like shadow buffs, you know. People did overreact to Empire, yeah. Well, that's why I allowed them to be played today because I put them up for today's tournament. I got several messages from players like saying that they're too strong and stuff, but I was like, I think they're fine. I think they're fine as long as like you don't allow the double landship cheese. You know, I think you're okay. So currently we got corn at 47%, which is really good. If you're between like 45 and 60, like you're probably in a goodish spot. Like, you know, all this. Kislev is really the big problem child, right? Kislev is just BS. They need more nerfs. And all, you know what? We can actually do that right now. I'll go over all the nerfs that I think need to be done. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos doing fine. Vampire Coast, we brought their win rate up, but their sample size is really small. Because we had 2 players today go 3-1 with Vampire Coast. Chaos Dwarves, yeah. Chaos Dwarves I feel like are better than that. I don't know, yeah. Not the best, I guess. No Thunder Barges allowed today. Not yet. We need to test them more, but we allowed 1 landship and one and/or 1 steam tank. So you can bring like 1 big Empire heavy beast, basically, or heavy war machine. Yeah, Kislev needs more nerfs. Here's what I would probably do if I was to balance Kislev out here. I would probably do plus. So armored Kossars have no place costing 700 gold when a Chaos Warrior, marked Chaos Warrior, costs 800, right? Like armored Kossars have similar combat prowess to a marked Chaos Warrior. They have shooting and they're unbreakable. They should be 800 gold. So I'd probably do like plus 100 to armored Kossars, and then plus 50 to the Great Weapon variant. Remove anti-large from Little Grom, / reduce range by 50. So Kislev should not be winning artillery duels ever. It's stupid. Little Grom should be a utility piece. That's good, but like they shouldn't be outdoing the powder of the dwarves in the Empire and Cathay. Because Little Groms are cheesy as hell because you can micro them and heal them since they're SEs. And they don't lose crew members. You can't shut them down with diving because they're tanky and they're SEs. So I would remove anti-large and reduce its range by 50. On top of that, dervishes, I would give plus 100 on dervishes. Dervishes only cost 450. A Hobgoblin Spear Rider, which is such a dog shit unit compared to a dervish, is 550. 550. Obscene. Absolutely obscene. So dervishes should cost 100 more gold. They're extremely overcosted. Extremely overcosted. Or undercosted. Griffin, Legion would be plus probably 100 too. Because they still are really good. And they have that OP charge ability. I think if you hit Kislev with all these nerfs, they would be like a fair faction. Like this is a start. But yeah, you increase the Kossars by a lot. You nerf Little Grom, you nerf Dervishes, and you nerf Griffin Legion. And then suddenly they would probably go from a 75% win rate faction to like a 55-60% win rate. Yeah, the sleds are another thing. And we could put like sleds here too. You know, but they need some nerfs. Yeah, they need some big nerfs. Kislev is just stupid. And like I've been trying to get them nerfed for so long, but I hope like this would happen. This would be my like proposed changes probably. Anyways, let's go check this. Let's go see what's up. Okay, so let's go to the new patch SFT. And let's do this and see what we look like. So Hadri's looks like he gets in because he had a stronger range of opponents in outer region. And the round is done. All right, so that's a very clear-cut top 4, so we don't need to do an additional round. So yeah, Vianame, Big B, Serkia, and Hadri's. How did old Subutai do? He was saying his landships would blot out the sun today. Okay, not bad, not bad. That would destroy the faction. You think so? I don't think so, Bob. People were saying that like the previous nerfs Kislev would cause problems for them, but no. Like that faction is so obscenely strong. I think they just need the hammer of justice. They need to suffer a little bit. Yeah. And if you want to be uber conservative, you could do plus 50. But honestly, I still think their core mechanics are really problematic. So Like, is an armored Kossar better than, like, they should cost similar to Chaos Warriors at least at 750, at least. But Kislev is just such a stupid faction. They're so strong. Not 150. No, that's too much. All right, so we got our top 4. It looks like the brackets are done. Let me make sure there's no score issues. Doesn't look like it. So we will advance the top 4. All right, goblins. Goblins. Thank you all for playing. Top 4 time. So for top 4, let's see what we got. Who do we have in the top 4 here today? It is going to be Hadries versus Vianime. Hadries versus Vianime. And Big Bees versus Serkia. Good luck, have fun. So we have Greenskins versus, what is Serkia playing? SFT Declaration. Okay. Looking here to see Serkia, what they're playing. Hadries is Slanesh, I know. And Vianime is playing what? Let's see what they're playing. Slanesh for Hadries. Oh my god, there's so many declarations today. It's hard to... Oh, Nurgle. Nurgle versus Slanesh. Holy shit, okay. That could be a really tough one for old Slanesh. But on Dom, Slanesh can do it because they can pull them apart. And then Big Bees versus Serkia. We have to see what Serkia is playing. Memoridia. So Empire versus Greenskins. Okay, yeah, let's cast that game, actually. I'm curious how that one would go. So I will cast Serkia's game. Lobby code, please. Perfect. All right, let's fire it off, man. And here we are. And where is old Serkia versus, is it Big Bees he's playing? Big Bees. Lobby code, please. All right, cool. So hopefully one of these gentlemen will send me a lobby invite. And here we are. Cool. Really good matches today. Been really fun. Smooth tournament, pretty quick for a Total War tournament, all things considered. All right. Why is your thumbnail slowly... Why is it a pug? Because he's got a little pirate hat on. You know? I love pugs too. They're such cool, cute little dogs, but I feel bad for their breathing. It's really sad. Yeah, it's definitely sad. All right, so are they here? You might need to cast the other game. Just in case others don't send. Okay, looks like I got it from Big Bees. Okay. Never mind. Good. Okay, great. So we got the lobby code here for this match. Spec slot should be open. Jump in there and do it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Here we are. Right on, man. We got a game on our hands. It's got to be Greenskins versus the Empire. They're going to do their map bans right now. And casting. Okay. Cool, man. Life's good. Okay. Is math settled for final? Did something go wrong here? Let me see here. Let me message talking to this player here. Somebody saying the math is off. What? Did we get something wrong? Maybe we advanced before they reported the score. Hopefully we didn't. That would be unfortunate. But it is what it is. So Shaper of Fate is at 10. I see you at 10 points.
I see top 4 is clear on there. Yeah, we might have one player is disputing the top 4. I wish they would do it a little bit sooner. Okay. Okay, looks like we're fine. Yeah, I think all the scores got reported properly. Looks good to me. Yeah, looks good to me. Okay, so I think we're all set. And cool. Let's party. Okay, 1 second. So greenskins are here, and versus Empire on Ragnarok Lair. That's a pretty good map for I would say greenskins, but with the Empire's new landship, they can actually contest this map a lot better. It may happen here in semis right now. Okay, perfect. It's go time, baby. Honestly, it's pretty easy to hate the High Elves. I know, I don't know what it is. You know, I was first introduced to Warhammer via this game many moons ago. I actually never, when I was a kid, I bought some Empire minis or some Space Marine minis, and I think I had some Empire ones when I was like real young. Just like one little blister pack. It wasn't much, but I didn't really get into it. And then I got into tabletop in 2017 when Italian Spartacus got me into it, into 40K. And he's always been a big High Elf fan. He loves High Elves. And I just, like, I couldn't get behind it. I don't know what it is. I just can't get into the High Elves. Yeah, I don't know. Just something about it. Yeah. They're snobby, that's why. Yeah, I don't know. I like the dwarves a lot, flavor-wise. Playing dwarves in this game is fine. It requires a certain, certain play style. I like factions that have a little bit more agency, but I still like dwarves a lot, which is why I like Chaos Dwarves, because they have the dwarven kind of resilience, but they're also fast. So yeah, everybody was saying the landship was going to be brought nonstop here, but it is not, and it's probably in reserve. He's got to have a landship against greenskins. It feels like it's very, very meta. Yeah. Okay, it's go time, man. Why be High Elves? Yeah, Dark Elves are way cooler than High Elves for sure. I mean, come on. Dark Elves, they literally have like Darth Vader armor. They have Medusas and Hydras. You know, they got all the edgelord apparel. They got all the goods. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the semifinals of today's tournament. This is going to be a match between what was his actual name? We will say, I think it was Big B's or something, but they have a different name on Steam. I got to get this right. So it's going to be Vietname. Let me go to the top 4. Okay, went 3-1 with Dark Elves today. Nice, Harrison. Well played. That's a great run, dude. You know, just keep practicing. You'll get there. Dark Elves are a solid mid-tier faction, like very solid. I'm a big enjoyer of Dark Elves. So this is Big B's. Yeah, this is Big B's. Okay. All right, guys. So this is a very, very cool orc build, the classic. And by cool, I mean the most generic orc build. It's mass orc boys, backed up by mass archers, savage orcs, savage orc arrow boys in the back. We do have a little night goblin shaman. He's going to be using some debuffing and buffing spells. So he's going to be spamming the sneaky stab and an itchy nuisance to lower the stats and buff his nearby unit. So it's just a big, angry greenskin wah. Now for Serkia. Serkia is really... I play with Serkia a little bit off stream. And they really love their nets and their powder. So it's going to be a full battle line of spearmen backed up by Nuln Ironsides. All right, this is pretty fun. So Nuln Ironsides are 60 armor, pretty good combat stats, 32, 26, 28, so they can fight off, attacks reasonably well, like from like small units. But their shooting is very impactful. It hits hard at close range, but yeah, we'll see. Marcus Wolfhart triple net build. So Light Wizard, and then we're going to be getting the War Wagon Mortars being called in. What sort of a forbidden build is this? I was expecting today to see, landships being spammed, or at least a landship in this matchup, like the Wonder of the Age, but no, it looks like it's going to be a War Wagon Mortar. Okay. Elspeth would be pretty crappy here because her, hero sniping would be pretty awful against the Goblin Great Shaman who could just run away from her and, is a small, cheap target anyways. But yeah, that's a lot of snares, and Serkia is going to be playing Objective 2, obviously, and maybe rotating down to contest Objective 1. We'll have to see how that goes. But mortar shots being dropped into Du Bois on the other side, so Du Bois is going to get it from the mortars. But yeah, Ironside's, Nerex's or Serkia's, the Ironside play is very, very good. We played it, you guys probably remember the last SFT. This is the Empire player that I played with Chaos Dwarves in that really epic close game we had. And the build was very similar. It was like Ironsides mixed with triple nets. So yeah, that's a lot of, if you're trying to dive this build, you're going to have some problems. We've got halberds in the secondary, so state troops at the ready, general. So the halberds brace for impact, and now the shooting is going to be underway. The Ironside's moving up. We see some Free Company militia shooting at Savage Orcs. But the WA is coming in pretty hard, guys. We got it. So on the flank here, we got 2 squigs. There's one here and one here, and they're probably going to charge in like that, I would imagine. Maybe jump on top of the Free Company militia. You never know. But the Ironside firing is underway. That's I love this formation. This is such a cool formation. Yeah. Oh yeah, Grombrindle. They're very good. They're very, very good shooting. But nonetheless, they're able to rip some cost-effective shots into the archers. Will their 60 armor save them from the counter-firing, the counter-jacket of the Greenskins? So far, it's a bit of a mixed bag. The Greenskins are doing a ton of damage against them, and Null and Ironsides are expensive. I believe they're like 800 or 850 or something like that. So they're not a cheap unit, but they do manage to break back the Savage Orc Airboys with their shooting, which is really cool to see the Powder of Nuln going ferociously in. Outriders with grenade launchers, first net going down to the Orc Boys here, and that is going to be Marcus's Hunter's Snare, so he snares down 2 Orc Boys. So far, the Nuln Ironsides have done good damage against the archers, so we see 2 archer units on death's bed. A third one is going to be following up shortly. Nuln Ironsides here are in okay shape. These ones are at about half health, but the Greenskin Wa, once it gets on top of the Spearmen and the Chaff units, that's when it's going to start to change. So an overcasted net going down, but he rolled double 1s on his spellcasting roll and did have an overcast. Hurts himself a little bit. But Halberdiers holding back Savage Orcs with a little bit of support. Itchy Nuisance going to be debuffing their stats down to 2 melee attack here. So those bad boys are going to be paying the troll toll. In the meantime, the Greenskins are getting into the secondary, and we do see the Orc Warboy Biggins swarming on in there, and also the Orc Boys pushing in. So these Null Ironsides are going to be fleeing away. Squig herds coming around the flank, potentially going to get on the cannon. I think Nerexa is going to start feeling the wrath of the Wa here, as the Greenskins and Big Bs do have a triple cap. So they're rocking that triple cap here. Looking mighty pissed off. And Greenskins, of course, did just get nerfed. Squigs and Boarboy Biggins got a cost increase, but it's a pretty minor nerf, honestly. The faction is still very, very good, in my opinion. But what's cool about Mortar Wagons is they're pretty hard to shut down. They can usually run away from things like Squigs. I think that Nerexa here probably needs some mass to deal with the penetration of the backfield, right? Here we have Free Company Militia being munched on by Squigs, which feels pretty bad. We have the War Wagons getting munched on, and the Wa's going, and that is going to be a big DPS buff boost. Same word, boof, whatever you want to call it, to the Orc Boys and Savage Orcs, as we do see the Empire State Trooper line starting to fold up a little bit. Orc Boys surging into the secondary line. These Halberdiers, though, maintaining formation, valiantly fighting the Savage Orcs. While here we do have some Spearmen fighting Squigs, which is very cost-effective. More Halberds on the way in. Outriders with grenade launchers called out of reserve to start nuking the overextending Greenskin units. But the Greenskins are having a very effective pin here. I think it's a big mistake to let the Empire take this objective. You have them stuffed really, really hard. I think that these Savage Orcs need to turn around right now, and they need to move down here and engage. We do see some Goblins moving, and these 2 Airboys are shooting very cost-effectively into Halberdiers, or just Spearmen, who do have the shields, mind you, but yeah, still not bad. Orc Warboys in the secondary have engaged against what appears to be a character. It is the Light Wizard, so they're not going to do much damage there. So the Orc Warboys need to be charging into the Ironsides, which they do. But so far, we haven't seen the objectives being retaken, Outriders, and it is going to be the Royal Altdorf Griffites. So this is an interesting call-in. But the reason why you call these in is for terror. Although arguably, I think a Steam Tank Volley Gun would be better. Steam Tank Volley Guns cause terror and can battering ram into the Greenskins well. But these guys will deal with Warboy Biggins relatively effectively. So on the low ground, the Greenskins finally saw the writing on the wall. They decide to move down there. And they do get to shut down the objective cap of Serkia. And Halberds are low armor, no missile resist whatsoever. So they're going to get just plowed by these archers and by these Savage Orcs. Not going to be a good fight for them. As far as the objectives go, the Orcs are holding on pretty well. The Empire build was very defensive. Triple nets plus mostly powder and spear units. Your pushing power is going to be very minimal. And even though you can value trade here, what we're missing from the Empire, in my humble opinion, is heavy cavalry. But we do see some coming in now. Also, like, big sources of terror are incredibly good against the Greenskins in the late game. So we're going to see if they can get some momentum back. The Empire doesn't have any healing, so what you see is what you got. Mortar Wagon's going to be rerouting. Greenskins do stabilize the side point. Halberds will be breaking there. State Troopers on the way up. The Nuln Ironsides are in guard mode and just ripping shots where they can, while Grenades trying to support the Ironsides, which are maneuvering away. A couple formations are still active, and the Ironsides of Nuln, super cool units here. Blasting into those pigs that run away squealing, as Marcus Wolfhart, the Huntsman, is going to be advancing up onto the point to try and take some ground. Does he have any ammo left? He does. Probably want to start using some of that ammo if you can. But more Orc Boar Boys are coming up. The Empire's really running out of time. And, you know, here's the thing. If you're going to be sitting back and cackling on your back point here, you're gonna see the you're gonna want to be way ahead of your opponent in value, right? But the problem is for Serkia is they just kind of traded, but it was an even trade, more or less, if not a greenskin favor trade, right? And that the whole point of Serkia's objective was like hard value trading. But we'll see. I mean, greenskin leadership is very fickle in the late game. There's maybe a chance if the Empire's Griffites can go just bananas with terror routes, maybe. Roll to our Griffites here do have 29 models, but the problem is their halberds are not going to be excellent at clearing out just like chaff units, and they will downtrade into boar boys pretty hard. But nice play here. We do get the Nuln Ironsides going right there, and they're able to get really, really nice shots into the Orc Boar Boys, which is super cool. And a very different Empire playstyle, though. Serkia is extremely good, but I noticed they play the Empire kind of like elves. You know, with like Prey of Anathramas and Missile Focus Fire, which Serkia is obviously one of the best Wood Elf players in the entire game. So I can kind of see that being a thing, right? As far as the objectives go, objective number 3 is owned by the Greenskins, objective 2 by the Greenskins, and the bottom objective is being contested. There is a Light Wizard down there trying to flip that point, and maybe he will. Free Company Militia going to be sprinting forward, as we do see a column of Outriders and Sterling's Revenge shooting at the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, which are causing a bit of havoc. But the Boar Boys about to get a brutal charge. Royal Altdorf Griffites are also a unit that you really, really, really want healing on. Like, you really want, like, regrowths on them. The fact that they're in sustained combat not getting any healing is pretty brutal. And you can see some of the... a player who has very, very good micro, but the build, I think you need more, like, terror and more mass and that kind of stuff against greenskins. Knights of the Black Rose are okay, but I find that they do get karate chopped by Boar Boy Biggins a little bit. I think having one to hide behind your spears and just, like, help win fights is nice. But, you know, we do see Serkia starting to pull the value lead. But is it too late is the question. We do see several objectives in danger of flipping here. This would be an insane comeback. And it's not out of the realm of possibility, because one thing that the game doesn't keep track of on value is routing units. So greenskins have a ton of routing units running off the battlefield, right? Whereas the Empire is a little bit more stalwart here in their clutches. But man, okay. So we are going to see a potential situation here where maybe the Empire can get their clutches back into the game. The middle objective is flipping. We have the Goblin Great Shaman here. Savage Orc Airboys fighting Royal Altdorf Griffites. Squigs here grinding as well. The objective is in flux, guys. Could this be a comeback, ladies and gentlemen? That would be very impressive, and if anybody could do it, it would be Serkia. Serkia is an extremely, extremely good player. So Boar Boys are on the way down there. The Empire pulling a bit of a value lead on the bottom. They really need to prevent this capture. The Greenskins need to get some speed down there quickly. We see Squig Herds, but that Light Wizard has 3 capture weight. Or 4, is it 3 or 4? And it looks like he's going to be able to get that one. Oh my god, 1400, guys. No, Elspeth on the Dragon is allowed, but she wouldn't be very good against Greenskins anyways. Okay, so the Greenskins barely stabilize 1 point here, but they do get netted. Serkia with a very clutch play, and the Wild Hogs need to just hold on to one objective with, like, everything they possibly can. They need to run everything over here and get this point. As far as the side goes, we do see some Orc Biggins. Are those Biggins? Oh, those are Biggins. As well as Squig Herds coming down, so it is going to force Serkia to respond to that point. 1450, ladies and gentlemen. Close match. Goblin Great Shaman getting in there, and Sneaky Stabbing is active, so these Hogs are going to have really good stats at 46 right now, and they get a beautiful charge into the Free Company Militia. A couple of spears coming in, but the objective is going to be flipping. Oh my god, guys. This would be an insane comeback. This would be absolutely insane, and this one is going to flip. Oh my god. That was like by the hair of their... What is that fairy tale go? The hair of your chinny chin chin is what it is, yeah. But the Biggins need to start clearing some of this stuff off, and the Squigs need to be engaged as well. So Big Beast needs to move in there. This is insane. I thought Serkia was done for, but like, talk about playing it really, really close, right? So on Objective 1, we do see it in flux. Objective 3 is back in the control of the Empire. But there are Boar Boys there fighting hard, but a couple State Troopers are doing it. Now, if the Greenskins capture even one objective, they probably win this game. But Serkia is farming now because the Greenskins aren't fighting tactically anymore. They're just desperately trying to get objectives, right? Orc Biggins going to go after the Free Company Militia. We got Outriders and Grenade Launchers here nuking this unit. Oh my god, what an insane comeback here. That is nuts. I really thought, Sergio, like, one misplay and you lose this game. 1469 points. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be an epic Empire comeback. And I have to say, it's really refreshing to see the Empire using their, new units that aren't like super busted to win. That was really fun. Man, GG, well played. I cannot believe Sergio won that. Stop the count. It did stop at 1469. It did. He won it. The Greenskins give up. They had nothing left, really. And I cannot believe that game. That was an insane game. I thought he was done for. Like, normally in that matchup, you have like a terror-causing unit, like a Stank, come in and roll them over in the late game, but he didn't have that, so I thought he was dead. But homie came back and won that. Holy comeback. I know. The Empire endures! That's a proper Sigmarite victory, dude. Yeah. Proper Sigmarite. Yeah, that was insane. All right, cool. So that is going to be the grand finals. Marcus Wolfart got it. GG, well played. Demogryph Knights came in, got about 1,300. Their terror was probably useful in the fourth quarter as well. So, yeah, that was absolutely nuts. That was absolutely nuts. So GG to those players. That was a very well-earned victory by Nerexa. I thought he was dead for. I thought he was done. All right, so let me get Serki in there. Great game. And now who's going to be in the finals here? And we got Hadries and his other Nurgle opponent playing it. Finish. All right. Gotta love it. Oh, yeah, I remember that, HG. Yeah, that was a good game. That was a nuts comeback. I can't believe he did that. I thought he was done. Dude, he was 30 seconds away from losing. If the Greenskins had... Maybe if the Greenskins had Helm's Deep on one objective instead of trying to play both sides, they could have won it, maybe held it. But, that requires... That game was down to the wire. Yeah, that was nuts. Glad you enjoyed it, Jason. I did as well. We done? Need a second. Who won? Did Hadries win with Slanesh? That'd be pretty cool to see Slanesh in the finals, too. Yeah, Sergio says, I need a couple minutes to stop shaking. Oh, yeah, that's fun. That's really fun. Yeah. The Empire being a better elf than the other elves. To be fair, though, Sergio could have probably won that on Wood Elves even easier, I think. I think if you put Sergio on Wood Elves and they were practiced on them, I think Sergio wins that matchup easier on Wood Elves. Greenskin player gets some love for the Key and Peele reference. Oh, is that what that was? I didn't understand the name, yeah. No, that's not even Meta Empire. Meta Empire would be like a steam tank or a land ship. That was its own beast. I would bring the Wonder of the Age 100% against Greenskins. 100% with healing. Like, my build would be vastly different. No, Matt, the Greenskins didn't have any steam left. They would have just been farmed, yeah, at that point. Because the Empire had a lot of shooting and a lot of momentum on the field. So it would have just been a miserable 15 minutes, basically, of the Empire grinding them back. Nice. So Hadries defeated Nurgle with Slanesh, which is cool. It's a hard matchup, actually. But like 55-45 in favor of Nurgle, I would say. So we almost had Nurgle. Oh, man. Hadries brought Inkari. That would have been a good game to cast, too, but we couldn't miss this one, so. Insane. You versus Emp. Okay. You missed and... Perfect. Sigmar preserves. I'm still here to this day. That's right. I do remember you, BJ. I do. Yeah. Oh, I remember. I remember the old ways. Greenskin player gets some love. Absolutely. Sigmar preserves always. So they're going to do their map bans now. You got it. So Hadri says he lost this matchup earlier in the tournament, but he's since adjusted. So I'm curious to see what adjustments he has. Is that the right code? Let me check. I don't know if there even is a password. We'll find out. I should just put the victory tickets down to 500 and we just have a blitz game. That would be very arcadey. That game was super clutch. Damn, put more videos of cool. Yeah, you got it, BJ. You got it. All right, so we got Slanesh versus Empire in the grand finals. I wonder if he'll bring a land ship here. I feel like he's just going to do the same shit. I feel like he's going to go for Null and Ironsides with nets. I think that's just how he plays Empire. So they need to let me know the map. Let me know map when done. Okay. Let me know map when done. Okay, so they're doing their map bans. I think the map ban is going to become a new status quo. I think it's really good because some factions do struggle hard on certain maps. But yeah. What faction, race, sub-faction are you looking forward to seeing the most? Oh man, I don't know. I feel like vampire counts need some milk. But I would love to see, like, I don't know. For me, the most important thing is the game being as balanced as possible and fair. So to me, it's more exciting to have like fair stuff. Even though I would love an Ulrich DLC, I would really like to see a Musion. I think like having undead Bretonians, like I don't know, maybe the vampire counts, or maybe they get their own sub-faction like Musion, where they have a combination of like undead Grail Knights and like undead, you know, Knights of the Realm and peasant mob. Like kind of, I think Musion would be really fun. I would like to see the Nagash stuff. I think that would be really fun. A random generated army. I tried that, but the problem with random gen tournaments is that it's not actually randomly generated. The armies are like pre-saved auto-gen armies, I think. I don't remember which one Creeping Swamp was. We don't have Creeping Swamp for the finals. Do we? Creeping Swamp. I don't remember Creeping Swamp. Okay, so we could show it real quick. So let's do Creeping Swamp. Yeah, Creeping Swamp doesn't get played too often. It's a very niche map. But yeah, I like it. It's fun. Okay, they're doing Borderlow Landing. They both agreed on that one. It's the very popular map. So still want to. A good fair map. Yeah, Bordello is good for both factions, right? I think it's a really well-designed map, right? Because it has solid open field shooting for the Empire and shooting factions. However, there's a pillar where people can hide characters against suppressive shooting. On top of that, these side lanes where you can push through the trees and ambush people's like objectives is really good for like factions like Slanesh and like Chaos and Beastmen. So this map is a very good map. I think it's one of our best maps. One of our best maps. What are my thoughts on land battles? I like land battles. They're fun. I like them for more casual stuff. Yeah, I enjoy playing land battles. Like I play them a couple times a week. I'll get on ladder and play. But yeah, overall, I prefer domination mode. I think it's better for a competitive format because you don't need to have player-made attacking rules, which are really haggard, in my opinion. But you know, I played that. I did that for years. I did land battles for years, and they're a lot of fun. But also, when you get really high stakes, when you get like thousands of dollars in a land battle tournament, and you have to like enforce attacking rules and really kind of cagey stuff like that, it becomes really, really shady. And I like traditional RTS. If I were more of a Total War purist and I just like the Total War formula, I think land battle would be my choice. But as somebody who comes from StarCraft, Warcraft, you know, those kind of games, Age of Empires, I really like Dom because it's kind of like you kind of have a base and you're sending in units to counter what your opponent's doing, right? So if your opponent is rushing you with a bunch of Marines, right, you know, you might switch out of, you know, Zerglings are fine, but you want to mix in some Banelings too. So like the Banelings would be your Colin, essentially. You build it in your hatchery, so that's why I like it. But again, I understand where the people who like land battle are coming from too, because it's more of traditional Total War experience. Oh, Carl, don't worry about it. You can just use YouTube. Don't stress it. I got to look at that. Thank you for reminding me. Why do I never get to play these maps in ranked matchmaking mode? Okay, so ranked matchmaking is an atrocity. It's awful. It's poorly designed. CA has awful maps, and these maps were made by our tournament community. So, like, if you look at Company of Heroes, at Age of Empires, a lot of the tournament scenes are played on custom maps made by tournament players. Well, not by tournament players, but map makers who also sometimes are tournament players. So these were made by our community. It's a mod. So all these maps, they're really good. So if you want to play Dom mode, I highly recommend joining our Discord and playing there. You're going to get an exponentially better experience because domination mode on Quick Battle is just a joke. It's so awful. we've been lobbying to try and get people or CA to try and put the maps in, and I think they will eventually put some in. But yeah, hopefully. Yeah. I really feel like it wouldn't be that hard to do either. Like every time it's approached, it's like it's portrayed as this big struggle. Like, oh, it'd be so much effort and QA this and QA that, but it's like it's all done, dude. Just slap it into your game. You know, I don't know. We'll see, Grombrindle. We'll see. Why are they not adding all this? Dude, I've been trying. I've been trying for a long time to get them to add it. I think we've made some progress. I think they're going to add a couple maps. I think they're going to add 3 or 4 maps, which is a huge step forward, right? A huge step forward. Yeah, and in Frost linked above, he put a link to our Discord. So get in there, and when you're in the Discord, you just select the role that you want, and you go from there. All right. Let's do it. Let's have some fun, baby. Grand Finals. No land ship whatsoever. Whoa, man. Nerexa's got some weird playstyles. Some weird playstyles. And this would be a matchup in which a land ship is used, right? But I think Hadri's maybe expects it, but I don't know. Yeah, he's got Sigvald. He's got a cultist. It looks like a Shadowcaster to kill heavy cavalry, maybe. Old World Channel is probably coming in July. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming in July, I would expect. All right, baby. Here we are in Borderlow Landing. It could be an unsummoned Gelt. It could be Balthazar Gelt, just like standing in the bushes. A lot of people like to do that. Personally, I think it's a bit haggard, but, you know. So far, so good here. Currently, Serkia is our #1 ranked player on the leaderboard. So that's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Hadri's, though, is always a very scrappy tournament player. Definitely one of the best players in Warhammer 3. Hadri's is the BDSM build, yeah. So Hadri's just has cheap units. Devoted Marauders, just going to be launching them up. We do have a Shadowcaster, so it's going to be Melkoth and Pendulum. We have a Cultist and Sigvald. On top of that, it's going to be Mirror Guard on the outside and a couple of Chaos Warriors with Hell Scourges. So very standard Slanesh build. I'm surprised we don't see Rampage here, though. The Rampage spam felt like it'd be really good against Empire, because you could just Rampage Grenade Launchers and Outriders to their death, because they would be 100% dead. 100% dead. On top of that, we got Knights of the Blazing Sun, so it's going to be 3 of those, backed up by Spearmen. So this is like, the amount of micro that you're going to need for this build is pretty nuts. Like, all this mobility, that is so much speed and mobility to move around. I think Gelt's just going to be sent back to the shadows, but how would you feel if they just remove Unsummoning altogether? I think you need it for basic units, but I think removing Lord Unsummoning would be fine. I would be okay with that. Like, you not being able to unsummon your Lord. Yeah, I think that would be fine. But it's something I'll suggest. And, you know, test some games with it, get some feedback. Yeah. I think you need to be able to unsummon units, or else, like, it would just get really haggard. But Lords, I can see an argument being made for that. So Slanesh is going to be split pushing. We do see a little something coming through the trees. So it's going to be 2 units. You can't see the arrows here. But it is going to be Devoted Marauders and Devoted Marauders with Spears as well. And the rest of the Slaneshi army is going to be heading up to Objective 2. And we already see some Hellscourge Riders coming out. So Hellscourges are really good at chasing down skirmishers, but they're really weak against heavy cavalry. You know, really, really weak against heavy cavalry. So we will have to see. We will have to see. It is going to be Prince Sigvald, also the Cultists of Slanesh. Chaos Sorcerer of Shadows instantly gets gadded, but there is going to be a Melkoth being dropped down. And the Cultists and Sigvald marching up onto the objective. How is Slanesh going to deal with all these heavy cavalry is my question. They have a ton of light infantry, which are countered pretty heavily by those type of units, right? So the Slanesh caster pulls back for Hadri's, and we do see the sneaky speed cav coming in. A very rare blunder here by Nerexa to let those Outriders get hit. And there is going to be a Melkoth going down on them too, I think. Net of Amachok being dropped. Was it a bait? I'm not sure, but it was a net. And there are Spearmen nearby. So the Spearmen are going to be able to protect this. And we do see Cycle Charging coming in as Furies are called in from the sky. So the Furies are going to be diving. They recently got buffed, big leadership, so they're not going to break quite as easily. You know, old Furies would be close to crumbling right now, but these ones are hanging in there like absolute champions. And the heavy cavalry of the Empire is definitely getting some work done. So this Empire build you're seeing right here, guys, literally is not using any new units, really. It has the reworked Outriders, which are better, but like, it's just using mostly old units, which is really, really cool to see. So Knights of the Blazing Sun getting hit with the Soporific Musk. Sigvald and company trying to hold, while the Hellstriders of Slanesh are force pathing after the Outriders. Fury's getting obliterated really, really hard here. Hadri's needs to start microing them. Looks like he's microing elsewhere. But yeah, the Knights of the Blazing Sun and all the heavy cavalry seem to be very problematic for the forces of Slaanesh. So Chaos Furies get mowed down. But that's really good. They took a ton of shooting. Old Furies would have just gotten mowed right there, but even still, pretty impressive. The Princes of Perfection trying to use their spears to drag down some of the heavy cavalry. And as far as Collins, we do see Hadri's. Oh no, what's going on here? Oh, Hadri's, no! That's 1,000 gold unit AFK. This could cost him the game right here. Like right here. That's very unfortunate. Hopefully Hadri's discovers that before the game gets going a little bit too hard. But on the back, we do see a good play. Slaanesh should be bullying the Empire on the objectives, and that is going to be the Devoted Marauders moving up to grab the point. I feel like an old school Hellscourge build would just be very good against this. And does Hadri's recognize the Mirror Guard? Oh, they're too busy looking at their own armor. Yeah. Well, the value trading is actually reasonably close. If Hadri's had his 1,000 gold unit coming in, that would be really big. We do see Chaos Furies going after the Outriders with the Melkoth's Mystifying Miasma. Some Hellscourge Warriors are up on the point. They do have silver shields and are grinding pretty well in the fight. And Sigvald is going to be waddling to the back point here to try and help out, as the Empire is going to be losing its back point here. And does Hadri's realize he has the Mirror Guard? Oh, God, this hurts. This hurts so bad. Yeah, we got to telepathically send him a message to bring those, because we just want to see a good game, right? It's very unfortunate if he loses because of that. That's 1,000 gold unit. Okay, are they moving? Oh, Hadri's, please, dude. No, he's going to probably lose because of that. Because look how close the value trading is. It's a really close game. If Hadri's just had like one extra unit, he's playing 1,000 gold down right now. And against Empire and a really good player in Serkia here, that is going to be a tricky pickle. So he does get that objective back. The Demonettes were able to chase down the Outriders here, and we do get Chaos Furies swarming all over the place. And here's the thing, Chaos Furies of Slaanesh, they have amazing armor piercing, right? They are able to tear apart these Knights of the Blazing Sun, especially with spear support. So we see these elite cavalry getting dragged down. If Hadri's wins with 1,000 gold handicap here, that would be really, really impressive. But Prince Sigvald and company have taken the back objective. Sigvald's going to grind down, and probably, honestly, Sigvald just sits on the back point and cackles. The middle one is being contested right now, and we do see the Chaos Furies running down the Knights of the Blazing Sun. Meanwhile, when Hadri's, is he going to discover this? Oh, come on, dude. He would have the middle objective right now. If Hadri's had those guys would own the middle objective. They would for sure own it. Well, it's going to be like finding a piece of food in your beard after you had a great dinner, right? You got that little piece of pizza left in your beard or your mustache, and you just reach up there with your tongue and grab it. And, it's a treat after the fact. So Mirror Guard, can they move up? Maybe they will. Forsaken are arriving up at the point. The fighting is getting pretty pitched. We do see nets going down to the Chaos Furies. Certainly a lot harder to kill now. I think I like the changes to Furies. They were so haggard before, and they died so quickly, but now they seem to be a little bit more of an impactful presence. On the objective, though, the Chaos Warriors with the Hellscourge is doing great, and Forsaken have arrived up on the point. We look at the objective cap, and we do see the Empire controlling objectives 2 and objectives 3. And the Mirror Guard have not yet been discovered, so here they are. And objective 2 looks like it's going to flip, though. Honestly, it kind of looks like Hadri's is taking over this game, despite playing 1,000 gold down, which is a really, really impressive feat. Man, that's filthy. Yeah, it is pretty filthy for sure. It's maybe not the most apt analogy. Thank you for the horrendous image. All right, you're welcome. So, sitting on objective 2, are the Mirror Guard moving? Oh, I thought they were moving for a second. I looked over there. To these Slaanesh Furies, though, I didn't think about their applications at how good they would be against heavy cavalry. They always have been good against heavy cavalry, but now that they're buffed, it's going to be even better. So we get the Chad Chaos Sorcerer versus the Tiny Pope here, and the Chaos Sorcerer is for sure going to give him the business from behind if he's not careful. But Knights of the Blazing Sun arrive up on the point. It's close to flipping. Hadri's needs to get this. Seekers of Slaanesh coming in. They're going to try and run over the Sterling's Revenge here. Objectives are getting close. Oh, my God, if those guys were just here, he would have such a good time. We see the Knights of the Black Rose being hunted down as well. And man, oh man, it's contested. You can see it flipping here, and Slaanesh does own that objective. So Slaanesh now has the double cap, and we do see the Empire with a little bit of ninja action over here, but nothing that the Furies aren't going to be able to handle, probably. We got Hellscourges and company moving up to the mid. Hadri's pulling ahead, 5,400. Man, oh man, that is pretty impressive. Chaos Furies going to be descending on the Knights of the Blazing Sun. And here they come, swarming all over. A lot of AP coming in. Love to see it. Forsaken and Devoted Marauders are on their way up. Oh, wait, hold on a second. The Knights of the Black Rose might win this fight because they have anti-infantry, and Furies are infantry size. We'll have to see. They're both very, very tattered, but Hadri's needs to make sure he doesn't throw the side point. If he does, that could lose him the game. It's a pretty close game on points, for sure. So on the objective, we do see the Empire contesting it. A couple state troopers do arrive, but the devoted marauders should be able to make reasonably quick work of them. Sigvald's heading to the back point, and we got Hell Scourges moving back here. Hadri's has a ninja cap potentially on the point as well. A couple tattered infantry might be able to threaten that. Cultists of Slaanesh still very much active. Sigvald's still in good shape. And the back objective is in flux. Oh, man. That would be a rough one for old Hadri's if he loses that. He cannot afford to lose that. Dude, the 1,000 gold. Oh, man. The 1,000 gold Mirror Guard here are paying the price. And it looks like Slaanesh might actually be in danger of losing the middle because we do have the Outriders. We got a Spear Unit here. We got the Light Wizard. But Slaanesh is definitely threatening the back objective. With the Hell Scourges arriving, they might be able to get that one. A couple of Furies are going to run over here. They should be able to deal with that. The Mirror Guard just, you know, Hadri's knows he's just too good at this game and has to handicap himself to give his opponent a chance here. But the score is looking really, really close. Really, really close. 7,500 for Hadri's against 51. And if Hadri's does discover that Mirror Guard in the late game, talk about Christmas, right? It's going to be that piece of, as the analogy was, that piece of food in the beard. But yeah, Hellstriders with the Hell Scourges here chewing up the Outriders. And looking on the other side, the objective is still held by the Dark Gods. So Slaanesh needs to make sure to stay on the point. And it looks like Hadri's has dominated the Empire here. People saying the Sweaty Empire couldn't be, you know, needed to be banned. But I don't know. I mean, Slaanesh looking real good here. Sweet Sorrow activated. That's going to be 71 speed Forsaken. How freaking cool is that? So these guys are track stars, and they're able to hunt down the heavy cavalry. Look how fast they are. They're just going for it. Almost as quick as the light cavalry. On the back objective, we got Hell Scourges and company, and the Knights of the Black Rose have been chased off. Middle point is owned by Hadri's, and the Mirror Guard are still AFK in the bushes. So they are still here. They're admiring themselves in the mirror, but apparently they were not needed. So, man, oh man, this is a wild one. I think it's over. I think Hadri's has got this. I don't know how Nerex is going to get back from a 3,000 value deficit with no healing. Definitely plays Empire very differently than I do. And we are going to see Sigvald shield bashing these greatswords. And greatswords are a good unit, but this is a little bit too much for them. They're going to get slapped by Melkoths, and they're going to have a really, really bad time there. Fury's chasing down the Outriders. And man, oh man. Yeah, I don't know. Mirror Guard, are they still discovered? Nope, they're in a very good hiding spot. The problem with the Mirror Guard is they're like right on the edge of the map, so it just looks like a routing unit on the minimap. And they're on his bar, right? So Hadri's has them on his bar there, so he should see them. But yeah, there's no way. Nerex has lost this game. Hadri's has got this one in the bag unless he goes AFK. We got Chaos Furies, and they're just flying on top of the Knights of the Blazing Sun. We see the Greatswords being kited. The Slaanesh tactics. They're going to run away from the Greatswords and just let Prince Sigvald just karate chop them, right? Hellscourge is going to come in, and now the big sandwiching charge. Oh, the Devastating Flanker. I forget, do these guys have that as well? They have Soul Hunters, and they don't have Devastating Flanker, I don't think. But even so, that's going to be big damage. As the Greatswords get wrecked by Melkoths, a couple of units moving up, Devoted Marauders. And on the back objective, we do see the Light Wizard going for a sneaky, but he is going to get hunted by a 1,000 gold unit, which arguably is good for Serkia. But Prince Sigvald, he's just so hot right now, dude. He's just dominating that point, and Knights of the Blazing Sun are cool, but they're probably not going to chew through Sigvald and all these units. Especially with Furies attacking them, right? On the back, we see some, I was about to say some Mirror Guard called in. Dude, oh, just get them in there. Light Wizard's getting hunted. I think you got to pull these Seekers in. You can't afford to chase that character. You got to pull your 1,000 gold unit in and then just defend the side with some junk, I think would be the play. Chaos Furies do get netted, and they are dying quickly to the Knights of the Blazing Sun, but still, you know, a good distraction piece. Definitely not doing badly. Grenade launchers being called in. Back objective is getting a little bit hog wild, and it looks like some Furies are just going to chill out and protect this point. Seekers are good against heavy cavalry as long as they don't eat a head-on charge. If they're the ones doing the charging, you know, they'll do very, very well for themselves. So yeah, I guess Hadri's is like he's like Goku in Dragon Ball Z, training in the gravity chamber to just get very strong here, playing 1,000 gold down against a top-tier player on a very, very strong faction. But this is encouraging to see, right? Like the fact that the Empire, which is very strong, they got a lot of nice new units, can totally be defeated by a more mid-tier faction like Slaanesh. And Slaanesh is very good, mind you. They're very, very good, especially with the Fury buff. That made a big difference because their Furies were already borderline very good, but now that, you know, they're quite a bit better now. So, we do see the Light Wizard going for the Ninja Cap. You can't let that happen, and it looks like he's going to get broken, and we are going to see the Hellstriders moving over. So finally, the Haggard side capping is going to fall apart here. Meanwhile, Devoted Marauders heading back, and Sigvald is moving to the back objective with his hellish contingent. But Hadri's going to be very, very cautious here not to... does he notice it? He's still... I keep seeing the pixels moving, And I'm like, oh yeah, he's finally moving him up, but no, it's not going to be the case. That was a very clean game by Hadri's, very clean. I think he did a really good job with his Furies, as well as Sigvald and the character and his magic. That is not a build I would bring against Slaanesh ever, for me. But I know Nerexa plays very different Empire than me, but I feel like Slaanesh has a lot of cheap shielded units and silver shielded Chaos Warriors, so I feel like Outriders aren't going to be very good. And Knights of the Blazing Sun, they didn't do badly, but like heavy shot cap against, I would probably honestly go Knights of the Black Rose instead, just for the sustained grind against them. But yeah, it was weird. A very different build than what I would bring. But GG, Hadri's, dude, playing with 1,000 gold deficit, getting the steel chair and winning today's tournament. What a match, dude. What a match. That was insane. GG, well played. That was fun. And GG, well played to everyone. Let's see here. GG, well played. Super awesome. Did you notice you forgot Mirror Guard? Entire game in the back. Played 1k gold down. I'm telling Hadri's right now. I'm like, did you notice that you lost him? Yeah, that was really good, dude. Sigvald was pretty epic. Yeah, Hadri's with the Slaanesh SFT win. How cool is that? That's fun to see, man. Yeah, that's really fun to see. All right. I'm telling Hadri's right now about that. I'm seeing if he did. GG, thanks all. Hadri's, did you see that you had the Mirror Guard in the back the whole time? You played 1,000 gold down, dude. Can we see the glorious value of the Mirror Guard? I'm sure it was 0 because they were AFK. Yeah, 0. Yeah, GG's Hadri's. That was well earned, dude. That was very well earned. Just report your score on Total Tavern if you could, and then we'll call it a day. They are. Cool, man. Fury's probably got some good value. I mean, they had ideal targets. Knights of the Blazing Sun are a very good prey for them. 600, I mean, one got 400, one got 600, and they were summoned twice. And this one got 15. So one Fury did very well. It was probably summoned twice as well. So I don't think they did any sort of busted value, but they were very good. Yeah. Though Fury's good even before. Okay. I think we're ready to call it a day. Just got to get the score reported. So on that note, I just want to thank you all for joining. Super fun tournament. The Mighty was hailed. We went 3-1. Didn't have good enough tiebreakers to make top 4. But great games all around. Shout out to Hadri's for winning with Slaanesh. And shout out to Nerexa for doing Glory to Sigmar. Those are really good games. Yeah, all his Furies got summoned twice. And only one of them paid for itself, technically. So not too bad if you ask me. Sigvald value. 1,000 value on Sigvald. He was just a presence. The Shadowcaster was the hard carry. Melkoth is really good against expensive elite cavalry, which is what this build was. So Melkoth was beautiful. Yeah, GG, well played, guys. I appreciate you all. If you enjoyed the stream, drop a like on the way out. Once again, happy birthday to Puling. And that is going to be it for today. GG, well played. See you guys around. And we'll be back with more sweaty tournaments soon.